Howdy do, fisheroos! My name is Angie, and welcome to another episode of Genba. I said it wrong. Nope, go back, hold on. Genba no Kizuna. I am determined to get this right. I will be better at Japanese one way or another, darn it. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Angie, I finally made it on time for your stream. I'm glad you're here, Jaden. Hello, Ronan. Almost a three-way tie. I haven't even looked at the results yet. I put that in because we're getting towards the 5th chapter, I believe, which is the last chapter. So I feel like a lot of our investigation is gonna start, like, coming to a head here. So I'm getting really curious what you guys think this result might be. This would probably be a little better if I would actually, like, start streaming this every week, which keeps being the plan, and then stuff keeps happening, life keeps happening. I need life to slow down a bit, but... Oh, I want to start making book club weekly again. I think I say that every single time. Anyways, besides the point. Hello, Gospel, welcome in! Hello, every sword, that's cute. Alright, I cleared my schedule for this time specifically. Sorry, Klopic. Oh, Faith's Pin is really good as well. Okay. Oh my gosh, where do I even start? A lot has happened since I posted the schedule, since I was like posting the thumbnail and everything, and unfortunately we did get the news last night for me, that Sam Neill has passed away, so I wanted to just take a moment to mention that and honor him, because he was an amazing actor, amazing person, and, you know, really inspired a lot of our dinosaur love and everything. Like, a lot of the reason that I love dinosaurs so much is because of his portrayal of Alan Grant and his enthusiasm for the role, so I just wanted to kind of take a minute, and yeah, this one goes out for you. Time flies by so fast. Can't believe the annual book club episode is already here again. The annual book club. Oh, God. This is supposed to be weekly. Devastating day. It really is. It really is. But after this stream, I'm gonna watch some Jurassic Park, drinking from my Jurassic Park mug, and I'm gonna try and get through Jurassic Park 1 and 3, and then I'm hoping to do Mouth of Madness. Those are the ones I own that have him in it, so that's what I'm hoping to do. Also, rest in peace to Sam Neill. Yeah, no, amazing actor, amazing person. Highly recommend checking out some of the movies that he's played in. Jurassic Park is a classic, but he was a fantastic actor that had a lot of roles behind him. Hello, Angie died? I haven't yet, so I might. He's so good in Event Horizon. Yes! He has a lot of really, really good roles. So a T-Rex sets up a lemonade stand, right? And a Yakuza walks up and asks, "You got any grapes?" The T-Rex says no. She only has lemonade, and spoilers, a backseater's in Yakuza, and then eats him. That's a pretty good pin, I gotta admit. I do like, oh man, it's a battle of the pins here for a second. Josh's pin is really good, but like Faith did beat you, and Faith's pin is also really good. So I'm gonna have to give this round to Faith. I think Faith summed up, like, my inability to meet up for book club these past few weeks, and I need to take the L on that. Darn Rob, should have been here sooner. What can I say? Oh, I demand a PNG on screen. What do you want the PNG to be of? That is the question. This is book club, which means, as always with book club, I'm gonna get my energy back for a second. As always with book club, you guys are allowed to post things on screen, distract me, do whatever you can, because as I'm trying to read this, your job is to prevent me from trying to read. But we're gonna get through it one way or another. Anyways. I don't know yet, but I demand you're allowed to post whatever you want, within reason, I should say. Within reason, you're allowed to post whatever you want on screen. I should not say whatever you want, because that could lead to some very dangerous results. So within reason. Oh, man. Anyways, shall we get started today? I forgot to grab water. I said, shall we get started, but I just realized this is book club, so that might be a bit of a problem. Okay. All right. Chat. I'm gonna leave you for 1 second as I get water. And I trust you guys. I'm gonna leave the screen open. I trust you guys to be mature and not cause any chaos while I'm gone. And that you keep everything absolutely respectful in the comment section, okay? All right? I'm gonna be right back. I'm watching you. I'm gonna be right back for just a second. I'm not gonna close anything, but my eyes are on you. All right, I'm going. Alright, I'm back. You guys behaved while I was gone? You didn't do anything weird, right? Alright, how's everyone doing? Hello, Eli! Welcome in, welcome in! Clappic said she's dead, so she just is. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I died. Okay. Alright. Let me see. Why did Eli... What? Clappic, what did you do? Clappic, I made you a mod. And you are immediately just taking advantage of your power. Add queen bawling on the court. Do I have one of that? Hold on. Let me see. Do I have one? Let me see if I can get that. Why can't I find anything? Oh, maybe I did. It's not clean. It's not clean at all. Also, I sent in my request in the Discord. Let me see if I stream this. Where do I put these? You guys have to give me a little more direction than this. Okay, all right. So for queen, this is the first one I got. Over your face. Oh no. All right, so this is what I got for queen. I'm gonna put you here, and we're also going to, I'm gonna like, yeah. All right, queen can go up there. And then, oh my gosh. I knew that this was going to come back to me one day. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Okay. Hold on, OBS isn't displaying every message. Let me change this around. You said you were getting close to this game's chapter 5, so I thought I would add something from Delta in chapter 5. Yeah, we're still in chapter 4 right now, but we're getting close, I believe, to chapter 5, which means I think we're gonna have, like, a lot of answers pretty soon. We're still in the investigation, though. Okay, let me add this real fast. We have not even started. We'll start soon. All right, my rescue message from the other day. My impeccable rescue message from the other day. I don't see why someone wouldn't send help reading this message. I mean, this is a pretty dire rescue message. Completely taken seriously. All right, you're almost 2/3 through chapter 4. It's the longest one by far. I see. Okay, that makes sense though. All right, let me make sure that I got caught up to everything. In chapter 7, Sans dies and becomes a turtle and beats God. I'll believe it. Anyone else? They asked. I mean, they're back now. I mean, I guess. But man, new people are gonna come in and see us shooting everyone and just think that, like, we're just like this. We are, but, like, it's funny. We do it because it's funny, not because we're actually attacking everyone. Well, I can't change my expression with this over my face. This ends up happening every single book club stream. I keep thinking that you guys are gonna add things everywhere else, and then I act all surprised when you guys put something over my face. Okay, add core done. Do I have that? I need to clean everything up. Okay, do you want the motorcycle form? Or do you want, like, him standing? Which one do you want? The silly Scarlet Dino? Yes. I got him. Well, like, which version do you want? Motorcycle? Okay, I believe I already have that somewhere in my large. He's not labeled. So, okay, how are we gonna do this, Angie? Do you want to go through all these pictures, or do you want to just do a new one? Nope. What is that? Roblox? Well, I'm never figuring out what that one is. Nope. Why are there so many? Why are there so many dash buttons? That's Susie. Nope, that's the wrong one. Is it? No. Oh, wait, this is motorcycle version. He just, like, he's doing air stunts. Hold on. I can just, like, motorcycling now. There we go. All right, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure this is not the most we've delayed before, but we are delaying quite a bit, aren't we? Anyways, it was important we go ahead and write all of this down. Send motorcycle straight into Angie's face. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Wait, no. Hold on. I just gotta. Oh, hold on. Wrong face. Okay. All right. I am a very professional streamer that takes myself very seriously, and that is all I have to say at the start of this segment. Anyway, a murder mystery has occurred. We should do that. I'm going to apologize in advance. Put Owen Grady on the motors. Oh, that's perfect. Wait. Oh my God, you're on to something. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Oh, there's some really good ones I can choose. There are some really good ones I can choose. Oh, which one to even go for? There's a trading card? Wait a second, there's an Owen Grady trading card? Why did I should have known, honestly. I should have known this. Actually, that should have been so clear. Obviously there's one. Oh, there's so many good ones I can go with. None of them are in easy formats for me, though. Okay, I think this one is probably gonna be the best. And then, this is not- oh, wait, this is pretty good too. Okay. This is not gonna be clean at all. I hope you guys know this. Oh, I would definitely be that person that just opens up Photoshop right now and make a clean version of this, but I also, like, don't have time for that. So we're not gonna do that. And then... okay. This has inspired me, though. You guys might find a clean version of this later on. I am just telling you. This has given me so much inspiration. Okay. Don't worry, Angie, my stream's already always set to 360p or below. Perfect! What if there was another motorcycle on top? He's dual riding motorcycles! I mean, technically he is. I didn't really cut his motorcycle out. Oh, we are starting off strong today. Okay, all right, you know what? We're gonna load before I get any more distracted. We're gonna load in. Let me just adjust my mic so I'm not so close to it when I inevitably start screaming, so you guys just get an earful of whatever the fuck. Can I voice act? We're gonna try. 20 minutes of delay, and I wouldn't have it any other way. No, it hasn't been 20 minutes, right? No way. No, 19 minutes! Oh, God! Okay, well, that's par for the course, I guess. Okay. What screams? Oh, you know, just my natural voice frequency. Don't worry about it. I only speak in raptor cries. I thought you guys should know this by now. Whale screams and raptor cries. That's the only way I know how to talk. Oh, man. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Well, shoot. This is gonna be difficult. Not only will I have to suppress the intense urge to grab the nearest cleaning utensils and bring some order into this mess. A zoic chamber. Into this... I like that one. Into this mess, zoic chamber. If this is how he maintains it, his folders will likely not be in much better condition. I'm like... So, like, I'm just naturally doing this because, wait, can I... Nope, that was the wrong button. Nope, that was the wrong button. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to do things. But, I'm just naturally doing this now because we're towards the end, and, like, I have noticed that there are some, like, nice little details in the background work. And these are really detailed backgrounds. There's a lot of, like, really nice details in the background work. But, I'm trying to, like, notice a lot of things, and there is, like, a lot of mess on the desk and everything. You know, we have our lovely mug here. We have our lovely T-Rex here. This might be because this was from a lot of episodes ago. And this is probably the case. I can't really remember. Mousefield, thank you. You got what I was trying to do. Oh, why? Wait, why? Hold on, wait. There we go. I did something incredibly stupid there. No one pay attention. No one saw shit, okay? Everyone keep your mouth shut. No one say shit. I got it. That's what matters. Corn on stills. Sandwich clever girl. I saw that. No, you didn't. You didn't say shit. Okay, anyways. Oh, I love this too. Anyways. So these backgrounds are really detailed and have a lot of interesting details. And I can't remember if this is just because it was from a lot of episodes ago or if I'm just remembering wrong, but wasn't there something here? I legitimately cannot remember. Like, did we take something? Did someone else take something? Was there never anything there? I actually can't remember. This is just an empty space here, which is interesting since there's a lot of photos here, but that could also just be nothing, and I'm just, like, thinking. There was the photo for the animatronic that was taken as evidence. Ah, okay, thank you. I was, like, staring at that, like, I feel like there was something there. Thank you for that. Okay, that was just because I can't remember clearly. It's been too long. It's been too long. Okay, never watched these streams and I never heard of this game. It's a pretty fun game. It is on Steam. It is a dino-themed murder mystery. If you like games like Danganronpa or like any other murder mystery game, you would probably really like this one. It is a very interesting style of gameplay that it has. Like, it's not just visual novel, you actually do a lot of investigating and stuff, and I really like that. I mean, I love the visual novel elements too, obviously. I'm a visual novel fan, but I really love how they like implement the investigation sequences. Hey Angie, how are the lore answers coming along? Want to say again, it's okay to take your time. I do want to get the lore answers in. It's like, it's okay to take my time, but it has been like a number of months since we got to them. I took on a lot more projects than I could chew during the months of October through December, and I've never caught back up with anything. And it's been half a year since then, but I still feel like I'm living in January. But regardless, I really need to catch up to a lot of that. And the lore answers are definitely some of them that I need to finally get to. And it's gonna be the same with that 500 sub special, soon to be 1,000 sub special. I need to get that in, because like, oh my gosh, we're slipping. Actually, I think we've already slipped. We've stumbled down the mountain and we're crashing into the cold, hard ground below. But time to start climbing again. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's get into this. I don't think I've read this. Here's hoping that it will not take too long to find the loan contract or something akin to it. If it does indeed exist, and if Amber Harding did not tamper with it when Officer Genba brought her here, that really was such a careless move. But I cannot afford to get riled up again. I should get to work right away, so... Where would a young man like him keep documents of such vital importance? Okay, so we're investigating again. What to start with? Like hovering over every single dino to see if it lights up. Okay, so the lamp. Fallen lamp definitely seems like something. Got the trash bin, clothes, dino. Okay. Interesting. Bookshelf. The Amber poster? All right. The basement trust. It's to the library. It's not a basement. It's a cool entrance to the library. All right. If I had stairs that connected from my room to the library, that would be so cool. I'd never leave. All right. I just noticed the poster. Want to notice it more? Amber Harding is a very beautiful woman. Good morning, USA! Morning, Jess. How are you? All right. I utterly pale in comparison. Quite literally. No, we don't say that, Ray. We don't say that. Maybe I should get some sun while the weather is still like this. Oh, pale, like pale, like pale, like literally, like quite literally, as she mentioned, literally pale. Right. You're fine the way you are. I didn't say Jess. It's just like I was like, sometimes my mouth, like, you know, I said Jesh. I said Jesh, but I talked fast. Okay, I mean, if you can show it, I mean, no. It's okay. I want to see too. It's fine. We're all people of culture on this channel, okay? It's cool. Maybe I should get some sun while the weather is still like this. I cannot say if I'm fond of the idea of sunbathing, but I do wonder what a little more color would look like on me. And if it could help increase my chances of attracting the gaze of a potential boyfriend. Oh? Anything else? A lot of people seem to find the combination of white hair and darker skin quite appealing. I mean, you're not wrong. Including a certain visual novel developer from Germany. This is related to no one in particular. This is absolutely related to no one in particular. Calling myself out unless they would like to step up. Incredible. Also, great taste. Gotta say, great taste. Okay, all right. I already heard that. What do we do next? 1 second. OBS isn't working for me very well, so let me open YouTube over it instead. Hopefully then I'll be able to see every chat as it comes in. I'm a grind Honkai. Ooh, nice. I haven't played Honkai Star Rail, but I see a lot of people say it's really good. Though I've been getting a lot of requests to play Zenless. So I've thought about that one too. Zenless has a shark girl too, and I do like my sea ocean representation. Sea ocean. I just basically said the same thing there, but I do like my ocean representation. Morning, Babushka Lumine. Good morning, not Babushka, but good morning. Welcome in. Having found out that Angie can put GIFs on screen made me want to make something funny. That's scary, what you just said. That's very scary. Okay. I don't know anything about Honkai Star Rail. I like some of the character designs, but like it's also MiHoYo, and that seems to be inevitable. Klepik, you're scaring me. Be terrified. I am terrified of you. That's why I modded you. But I fear you, Klepik. Okay. We, distraction success. I'm going back. Now, wait a darn second. Those are... Yes, nuts. Nuts that are absolutely identical to the one I discovered downstairs. Huh? Wait, those were there? And not only that, there's a total of 7 of them scattered here. Along with a wrench that sports the perfect size to use on them. Of course, there's always a chance that they do not in fact have anything to do with the animatronic and originate from something completely different. Nevertheless, 7 nuts were missing, and that is the exact amount I find here. Could it really be just a coincidence? Hey, mind out of the gutter! Okay. Honkai Star Rail is actually good. I know a lot of people that really like Honkai. One friend I have really loves it. And like, I honestly thought that I would join because I thought I would join on the Honkai train. Wait, isn't it actually a train? Star Rail. Wait, isn't it actually a train? I didn't mean to use that as a joke, but I guess pun included. But I meant to kind of hop on it when the Fate collab happened, because like I said, I used to be like a really die-hard Fate fan. I'm divorced from the series now. I got in a little too deep. They took all my money. I left. I had to separate myself. But like Gilgamesh was like one of my biggest husbandos for the longest time. He's trash. He's awful. I love him. Anyways, you can't see my face right now. But they did the Fate collab. And I thought I'd jump on the train then, but I didn't. And then they did the second one and Gilgamesh was included. So I was like, oh, this is the hardest it's ever been. Okay. It is a train that goes through space. Yeah, I've seen some stuff on that. Like I've seen the gotcha animation. And then for Zenless, it's all like, I really love the animations in Zenless. I always see like the character release trailers and they look really fun and bouncy. And so I always like, I always thought like maybe I'll start Zenless, and I've had a few requests to start Zenless. I've actually had people write in and ask me to do that, so I might. There's some designs in Zenless that I really love. And then MiHoYo just released a new game, I believe, with it's like a creature collector, which if you guys have noticed, I've been playing Power World a lot, and I really like Power World. What is the first game on the list? Of MiHoYo games? What? They made another one? Yeah, I think they just released a new one. First game on the list of what? In general? Like what do you mean for that? Like games that we're going to play on the channel? Or like in what context? What is the first game on? Yeah, okay. So after so the way that my list usually works is that I have a lot of games that are like we're in the middle of, and when we finish one of those, I automatically have a game that I'm going to put in behind it. And then for visual novels, I usually have a few of them lined up for we're going to play this once we finish this one. And then I have a bunch of games that are just like for a rainy day, or we're doing horror games this day, so these are horror games. So I don't necessarily have just like one game lined up. I have several that are lined up for different slots depending on when we finish things. I've revealed some stuff to my members because I do a lot of like exclusive members preview stuff on those streams. So I don't want to give one of the ones away that I've told my members already. I can say, I guess, for visual novels, we do have a few one-shot visual novels that are planned. We have not done Soul of Sovereignty Chapter 3 yet, so that has been planned for a little while. I also have a couple on the lineup for, like, we'll play afterwards. Okay, I do want to play a gacha game eventually, I just have to figure out what slot I want to put it in. I played until the 5th planet or so with a certain character that uses golden thread, and I finished that fully with a ton of 5 stars and all, but at one point it doesn't do much to keep you. I see. Playing apart from gacha FOMO, so it gets tired of grinding. Yeah, there's a couple of gacha games that I just couldn't get into, that like I tried them and like it just didn't keep me. There's some that really keep me, but yeah, there's quite a few that I'll play them for a while and they just don't really keep me. Okay, I see the focus spell. Yep, we're ringing it. Let's get back to it, right? Okay, alright. Let's see. Nonetheless, 7 nuts were missing, and that is the exact amount I find here. Could it really be just a coincidence? If these are indeed the nuts they were supposed to help secure the dinosaur, then they bear some curious implications, to say the least. This is definitely a find worth documenting. They were just out in the open. That feels... like, I mean, we could have looked inside the desk too. Maybe I need to just read that file for a second. But like the way that she found that... No, wait, they're just right here. I see them. Hold up. I'm wrong. Taking a step back, I just talked about looking in the background and then I failed to look in the background. They're right here. So, wait, they are just out in the open. And there's a wrench next to them. But they knew that they knew that people were going to be investigating this room. That's way too obvious. Hold up. No one can see me change my facial expressions, but I think I'm coming to a conclusion. I'm gonna like wait to say anything, but I do think I was going over some stuff yesterday. So I'd have like a more informed like conclusion I was coming to. I think I am starting to come to a firm conclusion, but I'm gonna let this investigation sequence pass. Hey Angie, can you unfocus real quick as I make yourself blurry? What? Eat the bell? What? I would theorize and all right now, but I fell asleep too many times in streams and lost half the plot. Damn your soothing voice. It's so funny you say that because whenever I hear myself talk, I think it sounds anything but soothing. But I am happy I can help you guys. A red herring or sloppy work? I think the red herring idea is more in line. I think it's purposely set up this way. I think that I just said I wasn't going to get into my theory. I'll get into part of it. I think that they meant for us to see this. I think they're trying to lead us to a different conclusion. You know what I mean? You do photography. You want me to like blur myself? Do you want like what type of blur are you asking for? like what kind of like, is there a specific expression that you would like? I can send you like any copy of me with the blur that you request. Unfocus? Okay, hold on. Do you want like the PNG tuber that I'm using right now in unfocus, or do you want like I've never tried to do this in OBS. Ooh, I don't know how to do this in OBS. Okay. It wasn't where I thought it would be. I have literally no idea. I'm saying whatever to keep you from reading. Okay, man. I thought you were doing something. I thought it was gonna be like a little project. I was trying to help you out. Fine, whatever. I'll keep reading, all right? I'm ignoring you. Whatever. Oh, man. One that might also be worth checking for fingerprints, so... Ray methodically scanned the nuts and wrench for fingerprints. Okie dokie. Now let us see who they belong to. Okay, I'm curious about this. So, all of these prints were left by only two people. Ryunosuke Hazama and Torano Takamori. Huh. Okay. Toronto actually surprises me. Like, legitimately, that one surprises me. I wasn't expecting his name to be there. Ryunosuke was who I was expecting. That or Amber, but I was pretty sure it was going to come back Ryunosuke. Because there's a lot of things that are pointing to Ryunosuke right now. There's a lot of things that make it really seem like Ryunosuke. And I don't think it's him. Just putting it bluntly, I don't think it's him. I think that is a red herring. Toronto being included. I do have like a major theory on this. And I think I hinted to that theory last time as well. I think I almost blatantly said what my theory was last time, but I didn't have hard evidence on it. I was looking back on a few episodes, and that theory is kind of solidifying. So we'll see. I don't want to say anything yet.
Not a huge surprise, but it is good to have it confirmed. I'd better add this to the file too. A new case file has been added.
I'm pretty sure you can't blur in OBS. You probably have to download a plugin to do it. But like, a blur effect is pretty common in a lot of video softwares. So I wouldn't be surprised that someone makes them, because there's a ton of reasons why you use blur in projects. All right. Anything else?
A scanner, a printer, and... compartments stuffed with vast amounts of blank paper, ink, medicine, and dinosaur toys. So the only interesting stuff was hidden in plain sight, right on the top, huh?
She's thinking the same thing here.
Nothing else to gain from this desk, and aside for a sneezing fit. And after the vacuum cleaner, I think I am good on the amount of dust I have inhaled today.
Fair. Okay, what do I want to check first? We can check the trash can, the lamp, the clothes, the dino. We can't check the book. Okay. Wait, there's a note right here. I can't check the note right here? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I didn't want to check the note. We have the sound system. Bookcase. None of the dino plushies because, I guess they're not important, but they're important to my heart. Medicine hut. Yeah, Ryunosuke is sick. He has a lot of stuff that he's dealing with, as we've learned. But he is, like, mega sick. So, the medicine is necessary. Okay, I'm gonna start over here just so I don't forget anything. So we'll start with this.
What the fudge is all this elaborate gadgetry? It does not look like your average sound system, that is for sure. But what else could it be?
Does this control the animatronic?
And why is it stored in a tool cart of all things? And that would imply it is being moved around a lot. So what purpose could it serve? Particularly that curious contraption on top. I do not even know how to begin to describe it. I would love to take a more thorough look, but first, I should focus on what I came here for.
Are you sure?
I would really like to know what the deal with that apparatus is, but first things first.
No, wait, I really think we should. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at the trash bin.
In classes, they have always made trash cans sound so exciting by telling us about all the potential clues and evidence you could dig up in them. From signs of a disturbance if letters and paper are not chronologically ordered according to their dates, all the way to blackmail. Disappointingly though, reality is once again much less thrilling and a little more on the disgusting side. Outside of crumpled paper and failed screenwriting attempts, all that is to be found in here are countless tissues soaked in Ryunosuke Hazuma's dried up DNA. Yuck.
You quoted it?
So much for my eagerly awaited first trash can in a real investigation. Despite already wearing gloves, I feel as though I want to thoroughly disinfect my hands after digging through all that stuff. And the smell! Is he throwing his trash out only once a month?
Could be. Alright. I mean, he kind of seems like someone that doesn't leave his room much besides to film. He has a lot of editing that he has to do. Also sick. Also sick. That's also a factor. Okay, let's click on this.
Now here we have a curious little mystery. Who is responsible for the lamp and pencil holder to have fallen off the desk? As far as I can tell, there are two prime suspects. For one, There's the owner of this room, of course. Now, usually, you would expect the average person to clean up something like this rather than leave it as it is, but given the general state of the room, such laziness could not be put past Ryunosuke Hazama. However, it could also be that this happened very recently, and that the perpetrator simply did not have the time to clean up, so... Knowing that Officer Genba was here earlier, I cannot discount the possibility that he may have been behind this. Hey! Listen, I'm a lot of things. I'm Genba now. I'm a lot of things, but I didn't do that, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. I can't fully remember, but I'm pretty sure I did not do that one. Maybe. Was the lamp always broken? Besides the point, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I didn't do it. I have a clip of Angie going, blah, 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 or something. Glad I could help you guys. Imagine someone quotes someone quoting someone else. A quote of a quote of a quote of a quote. Oh. All right. Let's go on. In the best case scenario, Ember Harding told him not to worry about it, and in the worst, he committed this crime right before leaving, thus fleeing the scene. Since both scenarios have a high likelihood of being true, I unfortunately cannot say for sure who murdered Mr. Lamp, but I will definitely get to the bottom of this. After tackling the more pressing matters, of course. I will uncover the truth behind your brutal demise, Mr. Lamp. This, I swear, on my high-definition Conan camera. Oh, this is the most important murder we've had all day. Must resist urge to clean up and make bed. Huh? Is that a notebook lying on it? Oh! Looks like this is the script for the movie. I did not expect it to be quite this long. Ryunosuke Hazama sure did. Dagnabbit! Why are there loose pieces of paper in here? What movie? They're part of a troupe that is creating a movie. They are working on a trilogy. It's gonna be great. I have full faith in this project. Ignore the murder. That's a mild setback. This project is going places. But yeah, they're working, so like these guys aren't just dino nerds. They're working on a movie with dinos. The first thing that came in mind was the Minecraft movie. The first, looking at this room was the Minecraft movie, not like, you know, the da-da-da-da, like not that. That was the first thing that came to mind. I'm not judging, I'm just, huh. All right, that's fair. Wait, this is an order confirmation sheet from Stella Lumaris? Never saw it, sadly. Oh my god, I have to make you watch that movie. We're gonna have to rewatch Jurassic Park again. I'm sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. We have to rewatch Jurassic Park. I'm sorry I have to do this to you all. I see someone that hasn't watched Jurassic Park, and suddenly I need them to watch Jurassic Park. I meant Minecraft movie. Oh, okay. Wait, you haven't seen it? And that was the first one you said. That's pretty good. Don't be sorry. Okay, I'll be unapologetic about it then. We're watching the dinosaur movie. This is a hostage situation. Put your hands up, remain seated, and watch the screen. Okay, all right. Out of curiosity, I haven't looked at the poll results yet, so I'm gonna see what that. I'm looking at them right now. That is fascinating. Really? Okay.
So 15% says one of RPP did it. 15% says the Yakuza or another unrelated third party did it. 31% thinks it's all of them. 38% thinks it's none of them. Huh. That is very, very interesting, actually. I am really curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. All right. Anyways.
And the other one lists a detailed financial breakdown, including the inheritance from the professor, their income, regular living expenses, as well as their movie budget, and the estimated production costs. So this is what Ryunosuke Hazama meant when he said that their budget was precisely calculated, so that they would never run into financial difficulties. I honestly would not have expected him, of all people, to be this thorough and responsible about it. Now then, these definitely deserve a very close look, but which one should I start with?
Ooh. Which one indeed? I don't know. I'm gonna go with... We'll go with the financial breakdown, I think. The third one. Yeah, do a poll. We're already doing a poll. I can't make a second poll. I think we're gonna get to both of them. It doesn't really matter. Okay.
Looks like they do not have much of a regular income to speak of, but that is to be expected given that Amber Harding still attends university, Shinkujura High School, and Ryunosuke Hazama dropped out in favor of completely devoting himself to the movie projects. Only Toronto Takamori brings in a little here and there through his side hustles as a freelance programmer, but it is extremely sporadic. As such, they are essentially living off of the professor's inheritance, which amounts to a whopping 35,355... No, wait. 53,355,000 yen!
Fuck!
Wait, what is the conversion to that?
Hold up. Can you try overlaying the GIF I DM'd you? What do you mean overlaying? I can try. 1 second. How much is that in euros? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do USD first. I can do, I'll do euros in a second. You have to use a conversion for 2010 though. Oh, you're right. Yen to USD in 2010. Is there an easy way to do this? Okay, so it says in 2010. Huh. I don't know if I can find an easy way to convert this. Okay, hold on. So, I have a different way I'm going to convert this. Okay, so in 2010, 53,355,000 yen was worth approximately $608,000. Whew. Based on this year's average exchange rate. Hold on. That is a lot of money. Okay. Is that just in 2010, or is that converting it completely? I think that's... Okay, so that would be the amount it would be in 2010, I believe. Alright. And then if we add inflation... I'm like slowly trying to do this. Hold on. Math is not my strong suit. It is now equivalent, if I did this right, to $934,000. $934,600 in USD. Wait, there's like a condition thing down here. I don't know why there's like a condition. But anyway, it's just an estimate. Either way, that's an insane amount of money. Due to USD inflation rate. Oh my god. That is insane. Okay. So taking that amount, if that's the correct amount, if I did this right. Taking this amount and turning it into, turning it into euros. Oh wait, this didn't work. I did not copy paste correctly. Excuse me? There we go. Sorry this is taking so long. Okay, according to Google's automatic response, 900, you're taking too long. I know I'm taking too long. I know I'm taking too long. All right, according to Google's automatic response, which, 934,600 USD is equivalent to 820,937.18 euros. I hope that helped. I feel horrified. Okay. All of that was awful to read. And my brain melted a little bit. Thank you guys for making me look at numbers. Either way, too much money. Way too much money. 0.18 euros are necessary, otherwise it would be worthless. Absolutely. All right, Clapix sent something in real fast. Let me see if I can... What is this? I can barely see this image. All right, I will try my best. You said you wanted me to overlay this? I can see if I can. I can't guarantee I'll overlay it throughout the entire screen because I don't want it to be like super distracting. So I'll probably just stick it down here. And... Let me see if I can get the opacity lower on this. I know there's a way to do this in OBS, but I haven't had to use it very often. Let's see. I've used it before, it's been a while since I've had to use it. Let's see here. Okay, it's none of these things. Good to know. It's not this. We're gonna get it. I wonder... Actually... Huh, I found a lot of things that I thought it would be under. It shows up as a box. I'm not seeing it. Because I know where it usually... I've seen where it usually shows up. Huh. Why is it not... Is there no transparency? No, I'm pretty sure there is, because I've used it before. I'm pretty sure there is. Is it not showing up for this one, I wonder? Let me try a different image real fast and see if it shows up. Because it could be because of the file format. But I'm pretty sure I've done it before. I thought I had at least. Maybe GIFs don't support transparency? Maybe so. But that would be weird. I'll look it up real fast just so we're not taking up all this time. No, hold on. I'll look it up just real fast just to make sure. Okay. I'm gonna follow what this guy said real fast. Oh, it was not where I thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh, it was hiding from me. All right, I found where it is. I can't actually see it. Okay. I'm gonna set it to like that. I couldn't actually see it while I was doing that. I was just guessing. But, oh my gosh, that took a while. It was in a weird spot. So yes, I had actually seen the option before. However, they, I guess for whatever reason, the option is not actually where I thought it was. You had to go under a certain filter and it was hidden in a certain filter selection. So you had to actually click on that filter to actually find it. And it was on the color correction filter, which is not where I was expecting it to be. Anyways. Hey, Angie, Oliver's got something for you in the Discord. Oliver has something for me? You guys are doing a good job at distracting me today. Focus spell. I was getting everyone's stuff up for your, like, requests. I know, I gotta focus. We gotta get back. Okay. I'll ring the bell. Okay.
From that, they set aside a survival budget intended to cover all general living expenses, from food to utility costs, until the end of 2011. And all the rest is going straight to their movie. Holy fudge muffins! I had no idea there was an indie, that even an indie one would cost this much.
Why did that sentence have... I can't talk today. Wow, what is happening? That sentence took a lot for me to say for some reason, but apparently the sentence afterward took longer for me to say. Oh, man.
They seem to have been able to save quite the amount thanks to Akira Genmaku's connections and support, as well as a lot of voluntary help. Nonetheless, filming equipment, crew, catering, and wages, refurbishment and transportation costs for the animatronic, various fees for shooting permits and such, materials and tools for building sets and making costumes. The list goes on, and it all quickly adds up. Some of the most expensive items seem to be the 2 life-size raptor suits. In fact, they're literally so expensive, they brought them over budget.
But, by how much?
By 10,670,981.50.
Oh my god.
Please do not tell me that this would be the reason for them to enter into a loan contract.
It might be.
Because of dinosaur suits?
I mean, if it's gonna be for any reason. Oh boy, it's time for more mouth. You guys get to do that conversion. I've looked at enough numbers today. I met my quota. Angie acting like she wouldn't spend that one for done. Hey, I said it was fair. I said that was fair.
So despite the detailed planning, they ultimately invested a lot more into their movie than they should have allowed themselves to, huh? Even if they had tapped into their survival budget, it would not have been anywhere close to being enough to cover all that. Maybe I was a little rash. If Ryunosuke Hazama really went into debt just because he needed to have 2 dinosaur suits, he may not have been so responsible after all. Okay, let's see the order confirmation sheet. Interesting. They did not only commission Stella Lunaris to reimburse the animatronic, but even asked them to implement a brand new feature? One that, if enabled, automatically causes theatrical blood to pour from the mouth whenever the bite action feature is triggered.
Oh. So the bite was triggered, and that's why we have all the theater blood over the body. That means... Wouldn't that mean that the force wasn't the thing that closed the mouth? Someone would have had to trigger that? Or would it count if it was just closed in general? But no, it says whenever the bite action feature is triggered. I don't know, maybe it could also be that it's just because it closed, it automatically thought that the bite was triggered. We'll see. I need to read a little more into that.
In other words, they wanted to be able to chomp. They wanted it to be able to chomp with and without blood spillage. Certainly sounds like it would make for a great effect if they have it chew on a dummy. More importantly, however, we have finally found the source of that fake blood. So it is stored in a removable container in the animatronic's throat and distributed via a tubing system through its lower jaw when it erupts with various openings inside of the gums. Now, this is quite the curious find. Along with what Officer Genba only just learned from Runa, Hikaru, and Hiroshiratake, it seems more and more likely that the animatronic was indeed functional and its bite action feature was utilized by someone. There does not seem to be anything else noteworthy written here, so that confirmed it. Transport, refurbishment, and new feature aside, the only requested maintenance of the animatronics telemetric controls, as well as 2 life-size raptor suits, wearable by human performers. Although that does admittedly sound kind of cool, and are they really worth this much?
I mean, that's a lot of handiwork. Have you seen how those things run? That is a lot of handiwork. There is a ton of stuff you have to get for that. Like the craftsmanship, the ability to wear those things. You got to make sure that like the right person can fit in. It's a lot.
In any case, that sure was a fantastic read. I certainly did not expect to find important documents like these stuffed into a notebook, casually lying on an unmade bed, but it seems on brand for the owner of this room. I think I'm going to keep them with me, however.
A new case file has been added. Anything else?
Must still resist urge to clean up. Flipping fudge muffins. Maybe I should have become a maid instead of a CSI.
Okay, alright, same thing. Okay, cool. Dino?
Hello there, Mr. Dinosaur. I was about to scold you for proposing such a dangerous tripping hazard, but given the rather faint and garbled roaring noises, it sounds as though you are about to leave me with your parting snarls. May you forever rest peacefully in toy heaven. No, it is just too weird. Talking to inanimate objects may work for the doctor, but I cannot at all see myself having a conversation with a Tyrannosaurus Rex downstairs. Or how that would make examining it any more bearable. Never mind fun. Still, maybe I should follow his advice and practice a little bit more before giving up. Try to practice mentally talking to the things you come across in Hazama-chan's room. Imagine them to be alive and to possess unique and quirky personalities. Doing so at real scenes will help you relax. Take some of the grimness away from it, and even inject a good dose of fun into the examination process. Believe me, starting to talk with dead bodies talk with dead bodies was a game changer for me. I am really unsure what to think about his method, but who knows?
I didn't do his voice yet because right now it's gonna kill me. Eventually I'm gonna have to do his voice, but I'm Ray's thoughts right now, so I don't have to do it yet.
I'm really unsure what to think about his method, but who knows? As unlikely as it may seem to help me feel more comfortable about blood, it might at least be worth a shot. So goodbye, Mr. Dinosaur. I hope you're in a better and much tidier place now. It was an honor meeting you, Mr. Dinosaur. I promise to carry the memory of your final snarls forever in my heart.
Fiddlesticks, this really ruffled my feathers. Just say fuck. No, she's allowed to say what she wants, okay? She's allowed to say fudge. Okay, we already got that. I'm so disappointed we can't click on the plushie. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I don't need to click on the plushie, I guess.
From here, the neighboring building does not actually look to be in too bad of a shape. However, if I recall correctly, one of the construction workers called it a public health hazard, as it could collapse in on itself at any moment. I seriously hope no one lives there. I mean, no one in their right mind would, right? Yeah. For some reason, I believed that house to be Runa Hikari's, but there is no obvious way anyone would live in a dilapidated building like that. It does make me wonder, though. Where does she live? Was it not supposed to be next door?
Well... Right. Alright. Real fast, I am running out of water, so I'm gonna grab some more real fast, so I will be right back. I'm not gonna close stream, I'm just gonna mute for a second. So everyone, be on your best behavior. I'll be back in just a second. right, we are back. You guys behaved, right? Angie's in. I'm not ending stream. I'm right here. Okay. Wait. Enemy in my Angie fan game. Angie fan game? Okay, hold on. I need to click on stuff. No. I guess we're clicking on this.
As curious as I am to check out the library downstairs, other things currently take priority.
Okay, same thing.
I'm gonna check this first so I don't forget it. I did not even realize until now, but the speaker in this room did not play any ambient noise. That makes these the only ones I have encountered thus far which are not in use. Although irritating at first, at some point, you get so used to the prehistoric jungle sounds, they simply turn into background noise you barely take note of anymore. That said, the quietness in here is a very welcome change of acoustic pace.
Okay, interesting. I don't think that's a clue, but interesting.
This must be where Officer Genba discovered the picture of the Tyrannosaurus Rex animatronic, as well as that note with the victim's name on it. Regrettably, there does not seem to be anything else on here that might be of use in this investigation. The only thing striking about it is the fact that the number of pictures of Amber Harding far surpass that of the other members of Raptor Pack Productions.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why. That may be a factor. Yes. I couldn't possibly tell you, man. Maybe it's for the same reason we have that particular poster right there.
Which leads me to believe that Ryunosuke Hazama may have a particular fondness of her.
Everyone can see it. Crush so obvious. Even the people that just met him can see it.
I wonder how deep his fondness of Amber Harding goes.
Pretty deep, seeing as how he was going to confess.
This bookcase is certainly stuffed, but only appears to contain toys, video games, novels, and encyclopedias. I do not see any binders that might hold important documents within. Then again, there is always a chance that such documents might have been secretly slipped between any of these pages, so just to be sure, I should probably flick through them all.
Ray diligently checked each and every individual book for hidden secrets.
I cannot believe it! To think that I would come across books with fake sleeves containing anything but the information promised on them! And such a surprising number at that! So he is indeed hiding a secret here, but not the kind I was hoping for. The ultimate guide to romantic survival on your first date! Tongue twister from your first kiss to mastering the art of smooching! The perfect confession! How to find confidence to confess! When's the right time for the first what? Dating for Tommy's Dinosaur Edition! Oh my god!
This is scandalous.
I'm not sure what's more devastating. The fact that none of it could help us any further, and I thus wasted a lot of time just now, or that
I'm still flustered from what we just read,
or that I'm still as utterly clueless about these topics as a teenager.
Unless he has already read all of this, of course.
Which would make it even more devastating.
It's okay, Ray. No, it's okay. Girl, it's so fine.
No reason to return to that bookcase unless I want to be broken, to broaden my horizon on dinosaurs and filmmaking, or attain some dating advice for the improbable occasion that I will ever come across a guy who would be interested in asking a woman such as myself.
Literally, so many people would be into you, Ray. Okay, no, same thing. Okay, I was kind of saving the laptop because I figured that was going to be important. Okay. I think it's the last thing. All right.
There is a good chance that what I'm looking for is stored digitally on this machine, but without the password, I will not be able to access it. And I very much doubt that Ryunosuke Hazama would happily provide it to us, no matter how nicely we ask. Then again, maybe that is not even necessary, because based on his personality, I kind of get that feeling that his password might not be too difficult to guess.
Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh, no, no, don't put this ball in my courts. Don't put this ball in my courts. Okay, okay, fuck. So user login, Hazama, so we have the same type of naming scheme. We have the same type of naming scheme for our usernames. I literally, my naming scheme for so many of websites I visit is Luminosaurus or Luminator. Oh, that's good. Imagine it's just Amber. You might not be far off. You might not be far off. I mean, take your bets. Take it now. If this works. If this freaking works. Boy. No. No! 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 You gotta be... Wait! Ryunosuke! Okay, first of all, I'm surprised it's 2010. It's 2010. Windows would have allowed it. Meanwhile, my current Windows won't let me use, like, passwords anymore that have letters in it. I have to use only numbers. So, like, it's just beyond me now. But anyways, besides corporate taking away passwords from us. You made it, Amber! You made it, Amber! I guess we don't have to imagine. I was like trying to think like what would it be, and you said Amber, and I was just like, that might not be far off, and I guess we were right. You could have made it like her birthday or something. Well done here again. I guess my work is done. That was my amazing brain power for the day. Actually, it was Faith's. This is some serious detective work here. It took all of my brain for that answer. It took all of Faith's brain for that answer, I should say again. I did not come up with that. I just looked at Faith's answer and went, oh yeah, that's probably right. Boy is down bad. We need to get them to confess, or okay, maybe this might not be a good time to confess, actually. I was about to be like, we need to tell this boy to go ahead and confess, but admittedly, maybe when there's an active crime scene, that might not be the best time. You know what? I'll give him that. And that's probably actually might not be the best time for that. Well, we can make it work, depending on who did it. If it ends up being one of them, this could be really bad too. Oh no. Anyways, moving on.
Yes! I flipping knew it! This really was far too easy. I cannot believe. Huh? What is this? The media player? Definitely not the first thing I expected to show up. Meaning that the last thing Ryunosuke Hazama did here was to listen to this audio file? That file name, 100912, underscore rec underscore OO. That looks very much like today's date. Yes, the properties confirm it. So what we have here is an audio recording that was created at 8:59 this morning.
Hello, Angie. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you?
Welcome in, welcome in. My curiosity is certainly piqued, so let us have a listen. Please, I'm sure we can work out another solution. Maybe we could. The audio is not coming from the laptop, but from the ambient speakers? Interesting. If you give me until March. And that voice, that is definitely... No, don't make me voice act him.
Not the hardest voice for me to do! No! Okay, alright.
That is definitely Ryunosuke Hazama, but who is the man he's talking to?
Did I ever give a voice for our dearly departed? Time for raspy voice, damn it. Have I ever given a voice to our dearly departed? I don't think he's talked yet. The only thing that I've been able to say is, ah, fuck, no! So, generic voice 5, go! I mean, like, he looks rough and everything. Admittedly, my voice has been, like, really off lately, like, this past week, so, like, I don't know if I can do, like, harder voices. I can try, though. Great question. Why is Avatar just image on, like, a board or whatever? So this is, like, a rescue message I sent out, but actually my avatar is, under it. You see, this is book club where I read visual novels and you guys try to distract me from them. And, a fun thing we do on book club is that I allow you guys to put up pictures of whatever you want within reason on the screen. It's a one request, per person. And, they buried me under here. They stacked things on top of me. So I'm buried under the large pile of stickers. You see, they wanted this help message, my "we're dying, help boo." They wanted that put here on top of me, so like that's just my face now. And then they wanted this like motorcycle to be ramming into my face and crashing into me. And then of course we wanted Owen Brady, because dinosaur, we wanted Owen Brady to be riding that motorcycle. Makes sense. And then Queen is just here because she's Queen. so that's what everyone has requested to be on screen so far. Cordon Mall Angie. Yeah, see, they wanted Cordon to Mall me. BTW, I want my submission removed and replaced with something else I will think of later. Yeah, sure, I can do that. Yoink, it's removed. Okay, I gotta think of a voice for this guy.
Oh, really? And how you gonna do that exactly? Okay, wait a second. Why the fudge did the file not start playing from the beginning? Was it paused midway through? Let us try this again, but from the actual beginning. Sorry, but could you say all of that again?
I'm gonna be able to do this voice.
The fuck? I already did twice. Got another ear infection, or are you actually turning deaf now? I just want to make sure you weren't kidding. So you really do intend to take this place?
Okay, no, I can do this voice. I can do this voice. I can do it. I can be a big hard Yakuza guy. I can do it. I can do it. Hold on. I can do it. I just have to, like, what's the ha ha kind of. No, it's just making me laugh harder.
Ru-chan, my dude. Come on, you know me. After all this time, you really take me for the kind of guy who'd be joking around this sort of thing? But I never agreed to this. Excuse me? It was your proposal, remember?
Was that a battle cry? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We'll say that that's what I was trying to do and move on so I don't suffer secondhand embarrassment. Secondhand? Is it really secondhand embarrassment if I'm the one that did it? It would just be embarrassment at that point, right? But now I'm thinking about it and I'm getting embarrassed from my past memory. But it did just happen, so technically it's still, even on that technicality, not secondhand embarrassment, so it would be just firsthand embarrassment, i.e. embarrassment. You guys had to listen to that? The witch feels secondhand embarrassment. You know what? Lyra can feel as much as embarrassment as she wants. The kid is working with the mob. He'll go places. Working with the mob? Working with the mob. Angie, good luck with stream and game. So I just wanted to stop by a little. Bye, MP Sandy. Bye. Have a nice night. Thanks for joining us. All right. Excuse me? It was your proposal, remember? And it stated pretty clearly in the contract that you willingly signed. I can take the Kaseki residence as collateral. But only if we fail to pay back the loan. And we agreed on the deadline being March. Which is still a whole 6 months away from now. Yeah, but see, things have changed. I can't wait half a year. I need the money back now. And since you're broke as fuck, I gotta take the residence instead. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, and it pains me to do this, but in the end, I'm running a tight business here, not a charity. It's still a violation of our contract. Hey, don't get all angrily table slamming on me, kiddo. You're not seriously gonna argue with me over this now, are ya? There's a clause about this exact kind of scenario in our contract, too. Didn't you read the fine print on the backside? What? You tricked me. Tricked you? Oh, come on, don't start blaming me now. As I said before, you're the one who approached me, and who proposed the terms of our agreement. I just accepted them. With some extra insurance, of course, since they were a bit risky for me. And the way I see it, I've honored my end of the deal. You got your money, don't ya? Didn't ya? So now it's my turn to get what I rightfully deserve. But we have nowhere else to go. Come on, that ain't true. Just move into Flatty's place next door. Flatty? I'm sorry, what? First of all, she's like 14. Second of all, what? I don't know how old she is. I can't remember. Regardless, what? Okay. Should be enough space for everyone, including that dumb bitch of a bird. Also, third of all, she's a bird. What the fuck? Am I hearing crime? This whole thing is a crime. Keep up. This whole situation is a crime. Someone died, Klopik. And what about the equipment and our belongings? Hey, I'm no monster. I told you, you've got 2 weeks. That's pretty generous, I'd say. More than enough time to move out, wouldn't you agree? But we don't want to move out. Well, what else can I say to that but tough shit, bro? Please, I'm sure we can work out another solution. Maybe we could, but I don't wanna. So sorry, bud. Discussion's over. Please. If you give me until March, I'll not just pay you back double, but triple the money. Oh, really? And how are you gonna do that exactly? Once our movie's out, Oh, Ryuchan, come on. Real talk now, buddy. You don't honestly believe your shitty movies is even gonna make you enough cash to buy a pack of condoms, are ya?
You never actually had any confidence in our project, did you?
Don't act like this comes as a surprise. I thought I made it pretty clear the past few weeks. Only reason, hold on. These voices aren't easy for me to do. Only reason I agreed to your terms was because you offered this place as collateral. I didn't give a fuck about your movie.
So you've been after the residents from the start.
Well, duh. Do you see an L tattooed on my forehead? This place is worth way more than triple of what you owe me, buddy. Even if your movie did become a success despite a 0% fucking chance of that ever happening, that'd be pretty fucking stupid to take the cash.
Don't go all quiet on me, baby. Hey, you ain't starting to cry now, are you? Come on, Ryu-chan. Did you really trust me?
You really thought I was genuinely interested in this garbage you're making? Damn, boy! I've met a ton of naive people, but you're something else.
If that's what you were after, why wait until today? You could have kicked us out much sooner.
Why today? Oh, right. Wasn't there something special about today? Let me think. Oh yeah, today was the day to be celebrated, right? You wanted to do your little rap party. Oh man, I totally forgot! What shitty timing, eh? Now that's awkward! Ryu-chan, come on, don't make that face.
You're making this real hard for me, you know. Tell you what, there's a little proposal I might be willing to agree to. You pay me back triple by December, and you can stay. I think I can hold out until then. That's impossible. Well, your choice.
You can move out now, or see what can work out till December. At least you'd have a bit more time to finish up that shitty movie of yours.
Ain't that generous of me. And what's the catch? You said you might consider the option, and that this place is worth way more than what I owe you. So, you want something else?
No, that hurts. I told ya, I'm a good guy at heart. Why do you always think there are strings attached? All you gotta do is ask nicely, that's it. One sec!
These boys are gonna kill me. I need water. I need more water.
Angie, stop dying! These voices are killing me, man! They're killing me! I'll be right back, I need more water. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. I'm back. Put me back in the ring, guys. I've got this. I'm going for it. I can do this. All right. I'm gonna get a workout through voice acting. Angie, you're a fish. How the fuck are you dehydrated? I guess the salt water isn't enough. I need more. I think what you need is not water, but something for the throat like honey. You might be right. I'm gonna make myself some lemon ginger tea with some honey in a little bit. All right. Let's go for this.
And by ask nicely, you mean?
The usual routine. Just get down on all fours and tell me how much you'd like me to give you this chance. Pretty simple stuff, eh? Come on, Ryu-chan. A little begging ain't gonna hurt ya, is it? You're so good at it, too. It's for your friends. For your movie. Surely that's gonna be worth it. Now there's a good boy. Oh, Ryu-chan, you really are. I'm done playing your goddamn games, Kudo. I'm not gonna grovel before you again. Because even if I do, you're not gonna give me this chance anyway, are you? You just want to see me beg. And kick me while I'm down. Like you always do. Well, looks like you ain't as naive as I thought. Or as much of a sniveling little pussy. You're goddamn right. Now shut the hell up and get out of my home, you arrogant piece of... Yeah, I called that one. Angie, how uncomfortable would you be if we started calling you good girl? Depends on the context, I guess. Depending on your answer, I might do that. It depends on the context, I guess. Have never considered it. That's what you get for not knowing your place, you snotty little brat. Angie, why are you confused by that? Wait, why Angie a girl question mark? What are you confused by? You've been calling me Babushka this whole time! Okay, good fail, girl. No, what do you mean no Angie a man? Bad Klepek! Looks like you need a new lamp. But I guess that's the least of your worries now. 2 weeks, my friend. 2 fucking weeks. And don't you forget it. Wait. Up again already. Hey, Ryu-chan, not so close. You're making me feel uncomfortable. You don't want to smooch now, do ya? Don't tell me getting that shit kicked out of you turns you on, you little... I'm not saying that. I'm not... Oh, I was so close! No! I was just reading and going for it. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, that is not a sound clip we need! Say it, coward! No! 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 Any true fan knows Angie uses a voice changer? I used a voice changer one time to sound more robotic, and that was it. Ouija, pronounce the forbidden word. Never! Oh man, I thought it was the doctor that was gonna make me say something that would get me canceled. Boy, was I wrong. Fucking Kodo over here went the extra mile. You'll pay for this. Mark my words. You will pay for this. Angie PNG with beard, I think wearing Santa Claus. Yeah, I was wearing the poor beard. Poorly made Santa beard. Damn, son, look at you. You're seriously threatening me now? Gotta admit, I didn't think you had the balls to stand up for yourself like this. Mad respect, Ryu-chan. But if I were you, I wouldn't push my luck. Let alone me. If you put your dirty mitts on me one more time, yeah. What the? Ah! My nose! My fucking nose! You little cock... I'm not... Okay, no, nope, we're, I'm not saying that either. Oh, we were so close. Oh, I almost said something. I'm gonna tear your down your throat. No, don't clip it. Don't clip it. No, back. That one should be fine. Fuck. No. Locking yourself in there, eh? Come out and face me, chicken shit! Come on, open the goddamn door! Oh, I'm not clicking the game. That's why it wasn't working.
Well, that got quite intense, to say the least. It is very unfortunate that the recording ends right there. As I would love to know what happened next, but...
Wait, that was this morning, right? They said that was this morning.
And...
I think I have my timeline. I think I might have my solid theory. All right, I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit more because it might go out the window here in just a second. But actually, I think I have a solid theory. Isn't the mob man dead by like at least a couple of days? No, he's dead as of this morning. The window? No, I'm not thinking the window. But like, Ryunosuke hid. He's banging on that door. Surely that would make a lot of a commotion. It would make sense for someone to come to that door. And if that person was maybe doing this out of like defending their friend, you know, and it accidentally led to his death. You know, it might have been intentional in the moment. Well, it just might have been pure self-defense in the moment, but it led to his death. There is one person in particular that I'm thinking that it definitely is this person. But if it is, if I'm right, it is going to feel so bad. So legitimately bad if it turns out to be this person. I'm gonna let you guys theorize on that a little bit. Because I think I have my answer. But I'm gonna let you guys like think about your own for a little bit. Because I definitely don't think we're gonna get a solid answer anytime soon. Let's arrest Angie. I'm not part of it! It's not me! Okay.
As I would love to know what happened next, but I guess we could count ourselves lucky that it exists in the first place. There's so much to unpack. I will definitely have to listen to it a couple more times, but the crucial takeaway are very clear. Raptor Pack Productions did indeed take on the loan, and they did have a good reason to see Koro Mikazuki disappear. Furthermore, going by the sound as well as his explanation towards the end, Ryunosuke Hazama seems to have slammed the door shut on the man's face, so is the reason for his broken nose, and why he was so furious when Runa Hikari heard him. Given that the recording ended 12 minutes before she spotted him in the backyard. Okay, alright, no, my timeline does not match up. Okay, that immediately ruined my timeline. So, he broke his nose via this happening. I forgot about this part, but he broke his nose via this happening. He goes downstairs. He starts screaming on his phone. Runa hears him, sees him with the broken nose and everything, and
So we know he's gonna go back inside. And I'm pretty convinced that the no fuck that we hear like later on is via recording. I'm pretty sure he's already dead before that, but we need that recording still. I don't know if we, well, it could have been when he broke his nose. I need to go back and, no, I don't think he said that. Maybe. Regardless, I'm pretty sure it's using a recording because it played over the sound system. So I'm pretty sure that that's a recording because I think he's already dead by this time. Anyways, I still, who I think did it is still sort of clear in my mind. I have a pretty solid theory on who I think did it, but I'm gonna refrain. Let me see. Given that the recording ended 12 minutes before she spotted him in the backyard, the timing would fit perfectly. After all, she told Officer Genba that Kuro Mikazuki was pinching his nose at the time, and the bleeding most likely would have been hadn't completely stopped yet. And on top of on the topic of broken things, there is the matter of the lamp. It is difficult to be certain from the audio alone, but it did very much sound as though Kuro Mikazuki pushed Ryunosuke Hazuma into his desk, causing the lamp to fall off and the bulb to shatter. And if that happened, only this very morning, it reveals another curious little tidbit. Seeing how the wrench and some of the nuts are lying within a circular spot on the desk, untouched by dust and boasting the exact same size as the base of the lamp. They must have been put there after the recording was made, so sometime around 8:59 a.m. That might be worth to keep in mind. The case file nuts has been updated. In any case, the audio file is without a doubt going to play a key role moving forward. I had better copy it to my DPA and summarize its contents later. A new case file has been added. Alright, I've discovered evidence of a loan contract existing between Kuro Mikazuki and Raptor Pack Productions, clues as to why they might have felt the need to enter it, and some indicators that the animatronic may have indeed been utilized in that incident. It may still not suffice to completely unravel this case, but it should provide more than enough ammunition to corner Raptor Pack Productions once again, and to hopefully prevent them from coming up with any more excuses. Now, theoretically, I could quit the investigation of this room, but I am still curious about that tool cart there. It is way too intriguing to ignore. I would love to know more about that strange skeleton-like contraption on top of it. What on top was that contraption on top is for, but even though it all appears to be plugged in, it does not seem to do anything. Seriously, what could this... Knew it. That sounded very much like Officer Genba. He has not screamed quite this loudly today. I hope nothing terrible has happened. Oh no, why is he lying on the floor like that, with the doctor kneeling beside him? What happened? Is Officer Genba all right? Well, he doesn't seem to be hurt as far as I can tell, but he's definitely out cold. What do you mean? That he fainted. But how? I honestly don't know. When I heard him scream, I immediately turned around, but only caught him going down like the Titanic. I guess something must have startled him again, but I couldn't tell you what. I see. It's like I told you. This sort of thing can happen to anyone for all sorts of reasons. It's the fish! Meowdy! Meowdy-doo, welcome in! Can we kill Kikai yet? No! You can't kill the doctor! I can't stress this enough. Do not kill the only medical professional that we have. Do not. Worst idea. He's weird, but he's our medical professional. We can't do that. Anyways, don't worry about him.
I'll take good care of our precious little faintichi. You get back to your investigation, Raccoon.
How goes you, Angie? I'm going pretty well. How about you? I am the cure. Welcome in, doctor. Welcome in. There can only be one. Okay, fight of the doctors, I see. Who would win in a fight? SCP-049, who can summon zombies, or Dr. Kikai? Gospel, I think we're gonna need your weigh on this. We're doing an SCP-AU now.
All right.
I'm sure Meowgazord will win. You're right. Meowgazord always wins.
All right. I really hope he is okay. He has been getting startled a lot, but to think that he would faint.
Kikai is Sukuna and Dexter simultaneously. 049 might not win this.
What in all blazes could have caused this? As curious and worried as I am, I guess I have no choice but to do as the doctor says and leave this matter to him, though. I probably could not really help anyway, and continuing on with my work is likely what Officer Genba would want me to do as well, so here's hoping that by the time I am done, he will be back up to his feet all fine. Now then, where was I? Oh, right, the tool cart. Although there does not really seem to be anything special to it.
Is Genba officially dead? No, it's fine. He's just fainted. He's just down. He's just down. He'll be back. It's cool. It's fine. How does even pestilence smell? Huh. Next question. I don't know. Okay.
Which would mean that, unless there is anything else that might warrant a glance, at least investigation-wise, I am done, and can move on to documentation now.
Are you sure?
Well, it does seem as though this really does anything, and I probably should not mess with it anyway.
I think it does do something.
Maybe I can inquire about its purpose later, but for now...
No, really, I think it does something. I think you're controlling the dino!
There might be more of interest on this machine, but I have already found exactly what kind of thing I was after, and seeing how we are somewhat pressed for time, and I am a crime scene technician, not a digital forensic examiner, it is probably best to move on to something else.
You sure? Okay, fine. I think that's everything.
Like, I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure she even said there was nothing else, but I just like to be extra sure. Alright, yes, let's move on. Check the lamp again.
Just as I promised, I found out the truth behind your tragic passing, Mr. Lamp. It was all the fault of Kuro Mikazuki. The evil of that vicious man truly knows no bounds.
Oh my gosh! We solved the murder today! We did it, guys! We solved the mystery! Case closed! We did it! I was wrong on all accounts. We decided that a few streams ago. Clapic, which one? Also, how is Kikai, Sukuna, and Dexter? When did it happen? That was a while ago. Gavin, we did it! That's it! We solved the case! Okay, alright.
Yes, that should be all. Time to double check those case files and make sure that I have not missed any crucial details. And of course, to listen to that recording a few more times and summarize its contents.
New case file's been added. We solved the main murder. We can go home. Accomplished men and women now. That's right. Pat yourselves on the back, guys. Is it the same case as the museum one? Yes. Sunday, September 12th, 2010, 5:33 p.m., Kiseki Residence Main Hall. Once my eyes had finally adjusted to the brightness and fully blinked my vision clear, I found myself staring at the vast blue beyond the skylight, although it took me a few more moments to truly understand what exactly it was I was looking at, as well as to realize that I was lying on the floor right in the center of the main hall. I didn't have the faintest clue as to why, but before I could even begin to ponder it, at long last the fair prince awoke from his slumber, but unfortunately far too late. Incapable of exhibiting... I'm sorry, Doctor, I'm not able to say your words today. The patience to wait for him, the superficial princess had long disappeared over the prehistoric hills with the dubious dragon. Wait, I want to read this fairy tale, hold up. Together they... Not reading that one! Whoa! 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 Send me this fairy tale later. Anyways, creating a new species of hybrid dragonkin to populate the kingdom with, thus leaving the prince faced with utter despair and nothing else he could do except to live shittily ever after. Angie, what is it with you being a coward all of a sudden? All of a sudden? I'm pretty sure that there was stuff I was like, oh, I'm not saying that from like the very beginning. I'm pretty sure in like episode 1 there was stuff that I was like, whoa, I can't say that, not on this Christian shit. I'm pretty sure I was saying stuff like that from the beginning. Like, I'm a lot of things, but I've been pretty consistent about that. Why are you listening to me, Angie? I listen to all of you guys. Why wouldn't I? You're not lying to me, right? Okay, all right. The end. I really wish this was a fever dream, but with him, this is sadly as real as it gets. Are you all right, sir? I don't know. What in sweet Buddha's name happened? You tell us, my paleo pale friend. When you suddenly erupted into one of your iconic screams, I turned around just in time to see you flap your wings as you landed on your buttocks and subsequently slumped backwards before entering some spiritual solitude. What? Apparently you pulled a Shichiku and fainted. The form was rather lacking, so despite it being quite an entertaining display, I'd only give you a 6. Which already includes 1 bonus point for doing it out of a crouch, as things could have turned out real ugly if you kneeled over backwards while standing. Thankfully, though, it didn't even sound like you injured yourself, or do you perceive my pain? Can't say that I do. Just feeling a bit stiff. For how long did I pass out? I didn't time it, but it couldn't have been more than a minute or 2 until you opened your eyes. That's short. And blacked out again. I fainted twice! I was tending to you when you came to, and for a brief moment our eyes locked to exchange a deep, passionate gaze, our faces mere centimeters away from each other. I could feel my heart racing, but within your pupil suddenly rolled back and your body slacked once more. No wonder I passed out again if that's what I woke up to. I'm not sure how to take that fact, that my handsome face made you swoon, but we can discuss this matter privately later. Listen. He's my favorite. Please no.
Anyways, another minute or two passed until you regained consciousness, and at that time I begrudgingly kept my distance to prevent a third loss. For some reason, I then told you to keep lying down for 10 to 15 more minutes, as standing up too soon would, after experiencing a fainting spell, can put one at risk of having another. And during that little resting period of yours, you brazenly decided to drift off into dreamland. Right until a moment ago, that is.
I fell asleep? I can't remember any of that. So for how long was I out altogether?
Long enough for Hima-kun and Rei-kun to finally finish up their tasks.
I can't believe Ray, Shinpin, and I did all the hard work while you took a snooze. Why didn't you wake me?
Because I'm not your personal alarm. And even if I was, you didn't set it.
I mean, you didn't.
In any case, what I'd rather like to discuss now is what caused you to suffer sudden syncope in the first place. Given the circumstances, I can only imagine it to be a vasovagal nature, or, in other words, to have been brought forth by emotional distress. Although I don't think the heat did any favors either. On that note, I asked Rei-kun to bring you something to drink, as I'm inclined to believe that you probably also didn't pay an adequate amount of attention to your hydration levels.
Right, here you go, sir. Thank you. She says she listens to us as she misses at minimum 50% of messages each stream. Okay, excuse you. She's a fake parasocial. Okay, excuse you. Actually, wait, I don't think that's... Wait, I'm not parasocial? Isn't that a good thing? Hey, Angie, can I go to sleep? Yeah, sure. You can rest if you want to. Are you actually going to? That's the question. Since I gave you permission, are you going to?
So care to enlighten us, Mr. K-Man?
No, Angie, you're parasocial, but bad at it. Oh, I see. Maybe that's a good thing? I mean, you guys wouldn't actually want me to do that, right? Right? Guys, right? No? Okay. Clipping is a larper of sleep. Clipping's trying to get a reaction out of me. I really don't know. It's still difficult to remember anything. What was I doing?
You were in the process of examining the animatronic, I believe.
Right, yeah, the animatronic. I was taking a closer look at it when... Holy shit, that's right! That's when it suddenly happened!
When what suddenly happened? This isn't a thriller, so spare us the unnecessary suspense.
It moved! It was moving its goddamn head! You sure you didn't hit yours too hard or something?
Or hallucinated due to the high temperatures frying your brains.
No, I'm sure! That fucking thing just began moving its giant head! And how and why do you suppose Roberta would randomly do so all of a sudden? Well, I gotta admit that it is a legitimate question. Even if we assume the dino was never out of order and perfectly survived this morning's incident, how did it move without an operator?
I think I might have an idea.
Yo, Ray, what?
I was examining this particular mechanical contraption in Ryunosuke Hazuma's room, which looked somewhat like a...
robotic chicken skeleton?
Yes, indeed.
And you were playing around with its head when you suddenly heard me scream?
Yes, sir, that is exactly right.
Of course, so that's it! Oh, hey! Eli's playing Among Us. Look at that! Should we join in? Should we play Among Us? And, like, jump scare him? Okay. What's what? The heck are you guys talking about? A robo chicken? What's that gonna do with anything? Let's do it. Telemetry! That thing upstairs in the kid's room must be the telemetric input device. That's where it was the whole time. I can't believe I actually laid eyes on it and never put two and two together. Okay, slow down there, Bucko. Telemetry? What the heck is even that? Telemetry is frequently used to puppeteer animatronics. Control devices can range from small handheld units, reminiscent of video game controllers, to larger, sometimes bizarre contraptions, and even wearable equipment. Or, in this case, a sort of miniature version of the animatronic, which, when moved with your hands, translates the motion to a control signal that is then sent to the circuit board controlling the mechanical components, which compromises large animatronics. In other words, the thing upstairs is the dinosaur's remote control. Are you for real? Yeah, that's gotta be it. Though, just to be sure, we should go upstairs to check to... I wanna do it! She is so unfortunately me-coded. Or I am so unfortunately her-coded. Every time I'm like, we're not the same, she does something that I'm like, shit. This is exactly what I would do. Fuck. Alright. I have learned what parasocial means. It's funny how you can put that tag on me and suddenly all the words and actions feel creepy. For the record, I don't think you're parasocial. We throw around that word a lot as a joke. Specifically. None of you guys have crossed the line before. Still think we should just arrest Dolphin Girl and call it Dolphin Girl on our team? Dolphin Girl on our team! We're arresting the officer that, like, is helping us with the kid. Yes, of course. Okay. All right. And why am I confused? You guys wanted to kill off the doctor, also on our team. I shouldn't be confused. This is just par for the course now. Let's arrest Angie again. Arrest the player. Arrest the player of the game. Oh man. Okay.
Well then, now Hima-kun is busy with that. Let me help you get back to your feet, unless you're the kind of person who actually enjoys being looked down upon.
Not really. Thank you.
How are you feeling anyway? Beyond the stiffness, I mean. Still fatigued? Generally unwell?
Nah, I think I'm fine. That cup of water really helped, so thanks for that too.
Sir?
Yes?
My sincerest apologies. If it really is true that I caused the animatronic to suddenly move, then it is essentially my fault that...
Oh, don't worry about it. Did my message not go through, or did Angie not acknowledge it? Hold on. I could be, though. You never know. Yeah, but, like... We all, like you, so... you're gonna pass. Okay. Oh, don't worry about it. The only thing that matters is that you may have stumbled upon an extremely important piece of evidence, so... Once again, I'm just glad that you were so thorough. But... You guys see anything? The moment we heard Officer Mizu's voice ring out upstairs, the three of us immediately spun around to face the Rex, and lo and behold, it really was moving. Its huge body shook and trembled while its head slowly tilted and turned, and even its jaws slightly opened. Contrary to what I would have expected, Officer Mizu was very gentle and didn't try any extreme or sudden movements. But these reserved motions were more than enough to come to a clear and extremely crucial conclusion. So I didn't imagine it. The animatronic still is functional.
Meaning that Raptor Pack Productions are officially proven to have lied about its condition.
Which, along with what Hikari-chan and Shiratake-kun told me, makes its active involvement in the incident pretty much undeniable. Somebody did operate it.
And it's pretty obvious who that somebody is. The only one who could have pulled Roberta's strings is our grumpy little dino dude.
I'm not sure we can say that for certain yet. I agree. I think that is a very clear red herring. Like, that's, to me, the obvious red herring. And then I think there are... Because, honestly, with the way this is set up, you can kind of look to almost all of them. What are we playing again, Grandma? Not Grandma! Hold up here! Not Grandma! But welcome in. And, cookies are set out for you. Do you want milk to go with them? Anyways, this game is Genba no Kizuna. It is a murder mystery game. We are on chapter 4 of 5. It is a very, very fun game. I really enjoy it. If you like murder mystery games, if you like stuff like Danganronpa, it has kind of a similar vibe to it. Phoenix Wright style game. I haven't played Phoenix Wright, but I'm going by the vibes. But yes, if you like that type of game, you would definitely like this one. It is very fun. It's dinosaur themed, so I highly recommend it. And of course, like always, link in the description. Of course, Grandma. Yes, Grandma. Yes, Grandma. No! Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure we can say that for certain yet.
Why not? The telepathy thing's literally in the room. Are you sure? Are you unsure how he could have done it from there? Because that's super odd, too. BTW cookies are gone. I vacuumed all of them with myself.
Understandable. All right, I'm gonna have to make extras. Hold on. Gotta remake the cookies. Babushka, Luminator. Luminator, Asian is Mings. What? Sorry, I mean Grandpa. Grandpa? What part of me looks like Grandpa to you? What are we playing? This is Genba no Kizuna, a murder mystery game with similar vibes to stuff like Danganronpa or Phoenix Wright. Highly recommend that you check it out. Link in the description. Very fun game. Anyways, Grandpa? Unk! Where the fuck is this coming from? I laughed out loud to you attempting to pronounce that. Glad I could help.
From the lobby, it wouldn't have been possible for Mooney, Takashira, and Shichiku to see this door. So if he kept it open, he would have had the perfect view at the whole ordeal, enabling him to sneakily control Roberta to let her give Vic a very choppy trip to dead side. Trip to dead side. And Joji-san. No! To be fair, I did call you an uncle once before. Yeah, you did. And Joji-san. That hit me so hard it shattered. Oh my god. And then he just made her collapse and used the commotion to shut his door, run down to the library and emerge from the back corridor, acting like he'd been downstairs the whole time.
While that does sound plausible, don't forget the following. The telemetry device is stored on a tool cart, so theoretically someone else could have operated the animatronic and then placed the cart in his room after the fact.
Are you insinuating that Birdbrain's trying to frame Mr. Grump or something? Because he's the only someone else who'd come into into question.
I'm just trying to illustrate that we should continue to be careful about jumping to conclusions, because there's still a whole bunch of stuff we can't yet answer definitively. Or at all, such as how and why Kodo even ended it up inside the Rex. As we discussed before, this kid couldn't have thrown or pushed him over the railing.
But he could have used the Digicam to set a trap to lure him in.
Let's not start with this again, please. Instead, I think it'd be more productive to just look for more evidence that might paint up.
Someone's playing Helldivers.
Anyways, more evidence that might paint a clearer picture of what happened here. I really need to like turn that off so I can stop calling out my audience for playing games. You guys play games, enjoy them. No problem with that. Oh my gosh. I just apparently am also going to call you out for it on stream for doing nothing wrong. Okay. Oh. What did that say? I heard it. Babushka Unclumean. Excuse you, Faith. Since when did you have that enabled? I thought you did it for the longest time. Oh, nope, it's been here. It's been here for the longest time. The thing is that for most games that are made like as visual novels, if they're made in if they're made in the, is it Renpai or Renpi? I can't remember. It's named after Renai, like Renai games. So I think it's Renpai. I don't remember. Anyways, if it's made in that engine, typically I can only, it comes from Python. Does it? Oh. I thought it came from like the word Renai. At least I heard that from somewhere a long time ago. That was a while ago, so that might have been wrong. It was on like Tumblr information, so anyways, doesn't matter. But the Pi is from Python. That makes a lot of sense since Renpai uses Python. I might have tried to code a visual novel or two before. But yeah, Renpai does use a lot of Python, so that makes sense. Anyways. Despite me sounding like an idiot half the time, on that note, yeah, that's where the Pi comes from. That makes a ton more sense than what I was thinking of. I lost my train of thought for a moment. Anyways, a lot of games that are made in the Renpai engine, half plus another half, that's exactly right. But since most games made in the Renpai engine, just the way it works, OBS does not pick them up in normal, it doesn't pick them up in normal game capture mode. It just won't work, so I have to use window capture in order to show visual novels made in that engine. Or most visual novels in general, it's just like that. It's the same with a lot of like older games too. For whatever reason, game capture just will not work for them, so I have to use Windows capture instead. And because I use Windows capture, all of the Steam overlays get captured along with it. So you guys are just at the mercy of that. So if you send me something on Steam, I'll get a notification for it. Usually it doesn't matter because that stuff I have it in game capture, so you guys never see it. But for this particular stream, you guys see all of it because I haven't turned it off. Eventually I need to do that. I do need to do that eventually. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's keep going. All right. And on that note, I already know where we might find something that could potentially do just that, since I finally remembered what exactly it was I was doing right before that thing scared the shit out of me. I was in the process of grabbing something. Because as it turns out, there's still more hidden hidden, but that's that. Because as it turns out, there's still more hidden behind all that foliage after all. Just give me a sec and I'm gonna grab it.
Wait, sir, please let me retrieve it for you.
Officer Shiryuki? Are you? Oh!
Hi, Klapik.
Hey man, how's it going? So you mean I can just say this and it'll show up on book club? It will in fact. It will in fact. You are correct. Hidden Blashla. What's that? Well, obviously it's the Blashla. Was I not more clear? I thought I was being pretty clear. All right. Are you sure about this? What about the...
Yes, I am sure. I want to. I need to.
But...
Please, sir. See it as an apology for what I caused to happen to you.
Once again, she seems very determined, and like she's made up her mind. But unlike when she requested to be taken off of the case, I guess there's no reason to stop her this time, so... Please go ahead then.
Thank you, sir. All right, time to pull myself together and do what I, and only I, should have done hours ago.
Oh, no! Klapik, you can't say that! Klapik, you can't say that! No! Somebody know Angie's team account. Stop! Stop! Oh my god.
There should have never been a need for anyone else to examine this area. As the crime scene technician, it is my responsibility. And besides, if I truly want to keep doing this job, I need to do it proper and not take the easy way out. Everyone else is working too hard, giving it their best while facing uncomfortable things in the process, and I certainly do not want to be the only one who leaves hers to others. Not to mention, my hate for police negligence is a big reason that spurred me on to go down this path, and I am definitely not going to let myself become guilty of that very same sin.
Interesting.
And so, with that determination in mind, I take a deep breath, tightly clenched my fists, and began to approach the animatronic. With every step, I could notice my heart rate increase, and a thick lump form in the back of my throat, but I forcefully gulped it down and pressed on. Upon crouching before the red-stained plastic plants, I admittedly froze as my mind became once again flooded with the usual debilitating thoughts and horrifying image flashes of the scene on that fateful night. But this time, in spite of it all, I managed to keep it together, and took the plunge to dive right into the foliage. Come on, do not think about that. What this area looked like initially, or about the body. Fully focus your attention on the task at hand, on these leaves, and what lies hidden beyond. And remember, this blood is not real. Well, most of it is not, anyways. Which, come to think of it, kind of means that the sole reason preventing me from doing this in the first place ultimately never truly existed. That is not only quite ironic, but also very embarrassing, especially since the scent should have been a dead giveaway.
Sorry, just realized I didn't even tell you what you're looking for or around where I saw it.
And I was so eager to search for it, it never occurred to me to ask.
It's some sort of wooden board that's lying close to the wall in front of that thing's snout.
Thank you, then I will... Could that be... Yes, that must be it. I'm sure, it sure is. Covered in a whole lot of blood, though. But once again, this is just the same substance we used in our simulations, albeit with some real DNA mixed within. Flippin' fudge muffins! Do not buzz out now! Just get it over with and take the darn thing! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Here it is!
This sprite is killing me. Anyway, I send you one. Please put him on screen. I'm at Eep, like, actually. I'll grab it. One sec. Where's my mouse? Girl had a whole anime scene in there just like, Okay, hold on. I will grab this. And... one. Takes up a lot of room. There he is! He gets to be here now. All right! Let's go in!
Only when I was faced with the others' reactions to my sudden outburst did I realize that in my unrestrained excitement over the achievement of not only having— Hi, Oliver! You're interrupting. Hey, baby. You crashing stream? Hi.
Oh. I would like to request another one on top of the first one. Yeah, sure. I can do that. One sec. I got this. Just gotta do that, and... yoink! 1, 2. Alright, I just got another message. Bye chat uwu too. Alright. That's enough from Klepik. Eat the cables, do not eat the cables. Oliver, don't eat the cables. Good. Alright. Okay.
My unrestrained excitement over the achievement of not having found the object in question, but at long last having managed to examine that darn dinosaur corner. I had jumped up in joy, squealing like a teenager while holding the evidence high above my head, just like a little fairy boy, the precious contents of a newly opened treasure chest. Drat, this is even more embarrassing than being foiled by artificial blood!
I used the right sprite for today. Oliver, what are you doing? Yeah? What do you want? Do you want to look outside? Do I have the window closed? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll fix that. 1 second, chat. Okay. I can open the window for you. There you go. Yeah, I got you. All right. Enjoy your view. Okay, all right. Sorry. Cat owns the place. I just pay the rent. The doctor had to actually leave because he's collapsing on the ground, pissing himself laughing. That seems to be the case. Oh man, it's raining outside, so Oliver is enjoying watching it. Oh man.
Oh, Ray, you're such a cutie patootie. Come here. And thus, I suddenly found myself being tightly squeezed by Himatsu-chan for what felt like a good minute or two. Oops, I hope I didn't overdo it.
The two flustered girls. I need to screenshot this. 1 second. I'm just gonna screenshot this for personal reasons for a moment. Suddenly, it's matching profile pic time. Hold on. What a perfect expression. I love it.
The way you turned red was just too adorable to hold back.
Well, I'm not gonna hug you, but I do want to tell you good job. I'm very proud of you. Looks like you managed to overcome your problem after all.
Well, thank you very much. But I would not quite put it like that. Not given that we now know that the vast majority of blood there is of theatrical nature.
Wait, you already knew about that? I wasn't able yet to share my analysis findings.
I have found documents in Ryunosuke Hazuma's room, which make it very clear that it is artificial blood originating from the animatronic. Apparently, it is ejected upon activation of its bite action feature, which further proves its utilization in the incident.
Sounds like I've got a bit of DPA catch-up to do. But first, what about the evidence you just found?
Right, here it is, sir.
Ooh.
The heck is that?
A dolly to move around furniture?
But what would it be doing here? Did they use it to move the display cases and then just forgot about it? Because it was all covered up by them plants.
At least off the top of my head, that'd be the only plausible explanation. Although a rather anticlimactic one after all the buildup.
Well, since it was located on the scene, it was seen in very close proximity to the animatronic's head. I think it is still deserving of closer inspection.
Yeah, we might not see it yet, but it could hold a vital clue. So I'll be looking forward to the results of your examination.
Looks like Raycoon's already got a new task to tackle then. But what about the rest of us? Any suggestions how we should proceed from here, oh great OIC-sama?
Good question. Like I said, I've got a bit of catching up to do, and probably a bunch of new files to read, but I guess we might as well have a little strategy meetup now. Starting with a quick info exchange, so... any other groundbreaking new discoveries?
As a matter of fact, yes. I may not have been able to find an actual loan contract, but I have come across clear evidence of its existence. Namely in the shape of an audio recording of a conversation between Ryunosuke Hazuma and Kuro Mikazuki from this very morning. Rather than summarize its contents, I thought it best for everyone to hear the conversation for themselves, and so I quickly fetched my DPA to play the audio file out loud.
Once we had listened to it in its entirety, a few moments of silence passed as we all processed it, before exchanging quiet yet meaningful glances. This was it. To absolutely nobody's surprise, RPP's claim not to have any motive to get rid of Kuro had turned out to be yet another big-ass lie. As mentioned before, outside of the recording, I have also discovered documents, some of which pertain to their expenses, and show that they went quite a bit over budget. Man, I am not reading correctly today. Because I'm late, but I was able to do the poll. Welcome in, Momster! So the reason they took on the loan was to cover the productive costs. Is that it? Production costs, is that it?
I gotta say, that'd be a pretty stupid reason to get involved with a loan shark like Vic. Which means it's definitely one that couldn't be put past them. Anyway, with this recording, I should be able to get that little grump to clarify things for us. He's definitely not going to be able to ignore it, let alone talk himself out of this one, so... thanks a bunch, Ray Ray!
Yes, excellent works as always, Officer Shiroyuki.
Just doing my job.
Not to rain urine down on your parade.
That's quite the way to put it.
But even with a motive in Rexy's involvement, more or less established, that's still not enough to prove an act of foul play and determine how many of them were seriously involved in it. Is it? As you said, We still can't fully reconstruct what happened to Kuro-chan and how precisely his life was undone, so for all we know, he really might have jumped over the railing, fatally cut himself on the T-Rex teeth, and through his flailing, somehow triggered its bite action feature, which subsequently caused it to collapse. Or at least I would assume our raptor pals to argue something to that effect, given how persistent they've been this far.
Which is why we need to continue investigating and gain as much clarity as we can before we confront them again. To ensure they've got little or to no arguments, arguments like that left to fall back on. Angie, we need Oliver? Okay! That's an easy one. Yoink! I'm gonna move him down, though. The raptor gets an Oliver. The raptor gets a little Oliver on top. Okay. And to that end, I think it's high time we finally expand our search to the other parts of this place. Like the backyard, for instance. Given that's where Kuro was last seen using his phone. I will head there right after I have examined the documented the furniture dolly. Actually, I think I'll go check it out myself. Oh? At least this seems to be what the chief wants me to do. Why else would he ask me to meet him there? I just hope that he isn't going to go ballistic on me for taking so long, given that he sent the message a good 10 minutes ago.
So, where should I investigate then?
Well, any other place you might deem of interest, I guess.
In that case, I think I would like to take a look at the laundry room. It is directly connected to the backyard via a staircase that Kuro Mikazuki may have used to get there, so there could be clues to his movements inside. Not to mention, it is very close to the scene.
Then I'll leave the laundry room to you.
And to me, I suppose. I really have reached the limits of what I can contribute through medical means, so just like Rei-kun, and I have agreed upon during your downtime, I will accompany her to help begin her training in the deadly arts of Kikai coping.
How did the arts go from secret to forbidden to suddenly being deadly? I don't know if I like the sound of that. I sure hope Officer Shirayuki will be fine. You know what? Kikai is now also Tato's brother? I randomly decided that he's a well, I was about to fall into that trap. He's an Otaru now? Or Synth B. Could be either one. You know? With the OBS logo, I can see it. Alright.
A little while ago, I would have envied you all and wanted to do some investigating myself instead of continuing to question these weirdos, but I honestly can't wait to see their dumb faces when I play this little audio file.
Well, sounds like it's settled then. Everybody knows what they gotta do? Oh. So let's finally solve this case once and for all. We can do it. Oh. Are we gonna power friendship? Guys, don't leave me hanging. Are we gonna power friendship? Can't we?
Are you for real?
Come on.
You want to do the stupid hand thing?
Do it. What do you mean, stupid? I think it's cool. I always wanted to do this, actually. Do it. No.
Sad.
Do it. Hand in. Do it.
Oh, best girl. You are right, sir. We can do it. You can't be freaking serious. Yeah, all right, fine. If Ray Ray's in, I guess I'm in too.
Come on.
I love him. His facial expressions are great.
Yeah, what is this? This is so cringe. And I'm all here for it.
Says the person doing the peace sign!
All right, let's do this, team.
Yes!
Yeah, go us.
Yeah! I kind of pictured this to go differently in my mind, and I really don't know why.
A new report file has been added. A new case file has been added. The case file T-Rex animatronic has been updated. I blacked out. I freaking... Oh my god. These guys. Alright. What time is it right now? I haven't been checking the time. Okay, it's been 2 hours, 48 minutes. We still have time. And our nice little poll so far has been going that 12% thinks one of RPP did it. 12% thinks the Yakuza or unrelated third party did it. 35% says all of RPP are guilty, and 41% says none of them. That is interesting. Very fascinating. All right, let me get a drink of water real fast. Real fast, guys. I'm not planning on doing a poll because I don't want to end my poll here. But real fast, guys, tell me which one of these guys, we got our first one, Genba, our second one, Shirayuki, or our third one, Hima. Which one are we going to see first? I see a vote for best girl, and I do love that. All right. Ray Ray? All right, everyone's saying Ray Ray. I'm okay with that. Also, so for those that don't know, YouTube has an auto-translate feature, and just, you know, on behalf of YouTube, they auto-translate everything that's sent into chat, and sometimes it's random stuff like names. All that to say, Ray Ray got auto-translated, and YouTube auto-translated that to train. Weird choice, but, Ray Ray apparently translates to train according to YouTube's auto-translate. Fascinating. All right, anyways. I agree. I do agree with this. I love best girl. The despair face. Yep. That is the weirdest auto-translate I've seen so far. Actually, no, I think this one is one of the weirder ones. Okay. Please, let it actually be. I love...
Yes, it is! Oh my, what a pleasantly cool climate we've got here. Conducting work under colder conditions is definitely going to be a much welcome change of pace after slowly sizzling along in the main hall all day. Wouldn't you agree?
Odd translation. Yeah, YouTube has a lot of those. Hey Angie, I'm back. What did I miss and why are you hiding? So I'm not hiding. Chat has decided to hide me. I did not choose this, but chat chose this. Oh man, and what did you miss? A lot of investigating. We are steps closer to figuring out this case. Train is for transportation. What else is? A ship. Who are we shipping best girl with? Dolphin girl. Fire logic. I like the way you think, Faith. Damn it, you're right. Okay.
Wouldn't you agree? I guess so.
Actually, yes!
Although I might even be a little too cold. Looks like they've left the air conditioning on full blast, just like in the exhibition room. The last thing I want is to catch a cold, but I guess we cannot adjust it even a teensy bit, can we?
No,
No, until we've done the investigating, the room needs to be kept exactly as it is to ensure its accurate documentation. As well as my personal well-being.
Of course. Anyways, it's just like Hima-kun said. This place is one of the extreme climate change.
It certainly is. As much as I enjoyed it down there as well, the temperature in the exhibition room is also bafflingly low. Especially considered that Ryunosuke Hazuma is already suffering from a cold. Yet rather than simply change the settings, he insists on keeping them the way they are, preferring to dress up instead. A truly strange attitude, and a huge waste of electricity.
Ch-ch-ch. At least we know why you're snuggling up to the door earlier.
Gospel. You're a master at expression work. I love this expression so much. Ah! When I say best girl, I mean best girl. I mean best girl. Shoot, somebody really did catch that.
So, was your knowledge of its relaxing nature the real reason you suggested examining this one of all places?
No. It may have significantly played into my eagerness, though.
Very well then. Very well then. Let's check out this chill chamber already and see whether you were right about Kuro-chan having left clues regarding his movements behind, shall we?
Yes!
Ooh, where to start? We also have some dialogue.
My apologies, Rei-kun.
For what?
For my inability to provide much active assistance here. I obviously cannot lend you a hand in your investigative procedures, but rest assured, I am hell-bent on making myself as useful as I possibly can. Therefore, I promise to at least quietly continue typing up whatever I can think of that may help in your endeavor to conquer your condition. Which, as of this very moment, amounts to a 10-page document.
Oh, wow! That sure is a lot already. He really is taking this seriously. Color me surprised. I would have never expected him to be so supportive or caring when I first met him. In fact, I just marked him off as some sort of crazy weirdo I did not even want to be in the same room with. Which now I feel quite horrible about. If anything, I think I am the one who should.
Don't worry about that.
Huh?
It's perfectly understandable. And my own fault, really, so you have nothing to apologize for. I'm frankly just happy I can finally read you as well, if only a little.
Okay?
Well, in my case, I do want to give you my gratitude at the very least. I truly appreciate...
Excuse me?
I truly appreciate all of your efforts, so please do not worry either. What you are doing, what you have been doing for me, it is plenty already, and I'm deeply grateful for it.
You may say so, but for me, it's still not enough. Which is why I hereby also promise you this. As painful and arduous as it's going to be, I will from here on out do my utmost to restrain myself and keep any random shenanigans, be they of my verbal or physical kind, to the absolute minimum. They may serve the crucial purpose of easing the tension and lightening the mood, but I obviously do not wish to disturb you in your investigation too much.
Well, that is greatly appreciated, too. Maybe even more so than the document he's working on, because as it stands, I do still feel uncomfortable with his presence, and still acting less odd would surely help with that. Okay, alright, that's... What else does he have to say? Is there something you wish to say?
What would make you think so?
The fact that you keep staring at me as though you do.
My, you really are sharp-born, aren't you? But don't worry, it's nothing of importance. Just some irrelevant musings, which, as promised, I don't wish to disrupt your focus with. So sorry for having done so even when keeping them to myself.
I see.
Well, in that case, I will get back to. But if you insist that strongly, then fine, I shall share them with you.
What?
You know, with the whole movie-making mania going on in the Raptor Den, I've been revisiting an old idea I once had, which I feel would make for a truly horrifying horror flick. It's a spin on the classic tale of Pinocchio, with the tagline, "Who lies dead?"
Who lies dies. Oh, sorry.
The twist is that Pinocchio's nose is a combat knife that grows larger every time someone in his vicinity tells a lie.
I must immediately fund this movie.
And once he finds said someone, he literally nosedives right into their abdomen, shredding their intestines. What do you think?
I think we should get back to work.
Oh no! You ruined his hopes and look! You crushed him! Ray!
Oh! Wait a second, don't I recognize this? Wait, I'm pretty sure I've seen this on Tumblr. Isn't this... This is a, like, web series. Isn't this, wait, who was the guy? I don't recognize this name, but there's like a web series, I think. I remember it because I used to be on Tumblr a lot and it would appear on my Tumblr dash a lot.
Ferga the Cave Girl, an 80s classic by the great Paul Arrow. Or was it Error? Was it even Paul? Well, some British guy. Anyway, I used to read it quite a lot with my son.
Damn it! His voice is getting to me!
Water.
All right. We should be good.
Sure brings back memories.
I used to read it as a kid. I used to read it too as a kid. And also have fond memories of it.
Fond? My memories of it aren't fond at all. They're very painful, in fact. My son was so into it, he wanted to play being a caveman, and being the dumb and irresponsible dad that I was, I got him a wooden club. Biggest mistake of my life. So here's some good parenting advice for you, Raccoon, in case you should ever choose to become a mom. Never buy your offspring weapons to wield, not even of the blunt kind. Finding yourself on the other end of them is the very antithesis of fun.
Well, I did have a lot of fun, but I was also the one wielding the blunt weapon.
Oh no. Hey Angie, do you want to make that honey drink thing for your throat? It has been 3 hours. You might want to take a small break. We're probably going to end it, I think, after this investigation. So I think... I have to think for a moment. I think what we'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish this part of the investigation, and then we'll decide who we're gonna go for next. And then I'll probably end stream then, and then definitely make myself that. Definitely make myself that.
Come to think of it, did the comic not cause some kind of outcry with parents accusing it of promoting violence to children? And if I recall correctly, the creator's sole public statement to it was "Cave Girls Oonga Boonga," which obviously did not help defuse the situation at all. That's incredible. Okay, we'll do this. Just as the doctor said, the air conditioning is operating at maximum capacity. This being the laundry room, it could simply be for dehumidification purposes, even if an actual dehumidifier would obviously be a much more efficient way to achieve a much better result. However, when it comes to excessive and unreasonable use of air conditioning, I cannot help but... Discovered something, Raccoon? I think so. Look right there. Can you see it? Oh yes, very intriguing. You have quite keen eyes to spot blood smears on such dark floor. A useful but not necessarily welcome ability. Thankfully, though, there's not a lot there. But just because it is a tiny amount does not mean that it is not a great significance. It does, however, mean that there should be no issue at all for me to handle it, so... Can we see the blood smears? I can't see them. Oh, wait, right here. You can just barely make it out there, I think. Maybe not. I'm looking at it from my computer. So my monitor is a little darker than my other monitor. So I have 3 monitors. Stay with me for a second. I have 3 monitors. And I use my tablet monitor to play visual novels. So this is on my tablet. OBS is on a separate monitor. And so I look at that to like view what you guys are looking at. It's brighter. The screen is brighter on my OBS screen. And this does not look like blood there. However, on my tablet screen, that small bit of shading here looks reddish. So that's just an interesting tidbit on like the separate screens. So I'm gonna go with no, we can't see the blood. That's not it. It's just the shading, but for whatever reason on my tablet, it looks reddish for some reason. But on OBS, it doesn't look red at all. So that's just shading, I think. Anyways. Let us procure a sample and analyze it. Kuro-chan, eh? Yes. Now that is very intriguing indeed. How do you suppose traces of his DNA ended up right beneath the air conditioner? I cannot say for certain. But you do have an idea. Perhaps, but... The job of a CSI is neither speculation nor interpretation, but more observation and documentation, correct? Yes. Which is why I need to, once again, pay special attention to not let any of my opinions and hunches slip into the case file. A new case file has been added. Interesting. There is nothing of curiosity left with or near the air conditioning, so I'd better keep my distance now. As much as I enjoy the cool, my uniform is still soaked in sweat from the main hall investigation, and like the doctor, I would rather like to avoid catching a cold. Okay, same thing. 1 second. Okay, I can't see on my tablet monitor. So it just might not be there. Alright. What's wrong? What do you see, Doctor? Is something the matter? The ironing board in the corner there. I used to own the very same one. Did you? It's an abominable piece of garbage. Truly the worst thing humanity has ever brought forth. Raptorback Productions would we do well to throw it into the fiery depths of a volcano. Okay. So I guess he's not going to elaborate on that.
I'd rather not recall the traumatic experiences that accursed thing has scarred me with.
Of course that one time I'm curious enough to learn more. What the fudge happens between him and an ironing board? He keeps glaring at the ironing board and clenching his scissors as though he's ready to unleash them on it at any moment. Just what on earth could have happened between him and the what? Hold on. I keep trying to read from my OBS screen and stuff keeps getting cut off. It's not gonna work. It won't work, Angie. All right. Just what on earth could have happened between him and the one he himself used to own to invoke such alarming intense hatred? I am on good terms with my ironing board. It is very reliable and cute looking at that. Okay, all right. That was oddly cute. Have you found the killer yet, Auntie? Not yet. Not yet. We're looking, though. We're looking hard. I do have my suspicions on who I think it is. I have a very... I really think I figured it out, but I'm kind of waiting to say anything until we get, like, the rest of the clues in. But I do kind of have my, like, main lead on who I think it is. All right. We're gonna go with these next.
Washing machines. One of the many banes of my existence.
What?
When I was a toddler, my mother once accidentally put me in the washing machine, along with the laundry.
What?
Truthfully, she noticed her misstep in time to spare me from the same fate of our parents many years later.
What?
Still, that was a turning point in my life. Quite literally, in fact, as she had already turned on the machine before spotting me inside. After the incident, she never let me crawl near the laundry bag ever again. I was too young to remember, of course, but my father filled me in after the perishing of our parents. Ever since then, I swore to always take doing the laundry seriously, and even to this day, keep reminding my son never to crawl into a laundry bag. It cost Squawky his feathery life, and it nearly cost me mine too.
I am so sorry to hear that. What the fudge did I just listen to? I also have a traumatizing story about a laundry machine. But I think that story might be a little too traumatizing for YouTube chat. And technically it's not my story to tell either. It's a story I heard from someone else. So I don't really know if I should be sharing that tea. Although I certainly do not expect the washing machine and tumble dryer of all things to bear any clues. As always, it is best to check on the off chance that they do so. Ray dutifully checked both the washing machine and the tumble dry for potential clues. As anticipated, they do not offer anything to play on the mind, except for the doctor's childhood horror tales, which will surely do so for a while to come. I cannot stop thinking about that poor parrot of his. I want to believe he just made that story up to pull my leg, but... Squawky. The pain oozing from both his voice and gaze seemed so terrifyingly real. Squawky. No, not Squawky. Okay, we got the window, the door, laundry basket, and this thing. Fish clown, welcome in. How was work? Okay. You know how I said earlier that YouTube translating Ray Ray to train was the weirdest translation I've ever seen? Scratch that. I got one weirder. YouTube just translated nya from Aubrey here. Nya. YouTube, get ready for it, decided to translate that nya, like nya, to his/her. Okay, I think that one won. Anyways, it wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, clown. I hope that the next time is better. All right. We are going to go with
the window.
Oh, that is Toronto Takamori's bearded vulture out there. Fluffing fudge muffins! Is she fluffy and puffy? I truly envy Officer Genba. Even if it would...
Whoa, there was some lightning outside.
Even if it would mean having to give up on the air conditioning, I so wish I could switch and check the backyard in this stead. Why is she sitting out in the open, though? Was Himatsu-chan not supposed to lock her up in her birdhouse? And what is with the blue cloth that is partly covering her? Well, whatever it is, I can already foretell that the superintendent is not going to be... Oh, wait, he is actually there. And yes, he sure is not happy about this at all.
Uh-oh. Pronouns! Oh, no! Aubrey's coming out! Is Oliver vibing on the raptor's head? He is, in fact, and I'm so glad you noticed. Oh my gosh. The pronouns is going to take me out.
What the fudge is going on out there all of a sudden? Is everything I have experienced here today finally starting to get to me? Or am I really watching Officer Genba clumsily jump around the vulture while desperately trying to evade its talons and beak?
Oh my, what a spectacle! Look at our OIC boy leap and roll. Who would have thought? Who would have thought he could be so agile? I'm not sure what the meaning behind this is, but I'm enjoying it all the same. It's just too bad I don't have a video camera on me, and the capture quality of my cell phone is absolutely abysmal. I'm sure this would have helped me finally go viral on the interwebs.
Well, there are other matters to focus on anyway, so as captivating as this scene may be, I think it's time to return to work.
Right, you sadly need to continue your investigation, Raccoon. Good thing I'm no CSI, so rest assured, I'll spend some more time in front of the window and capture some low-quality video for our personal enjoyment at least. This will be a memory for the ages. I'll send it to you later.
Looks like Officer Genba is still at it, and so is the doctor.
I want that video. All right. I think we've got everything over here. Button. Anyways, door?
Danger. Dinosaurs roam this backyard. Enter at your own peril. Well then, let us do just that. After stepping outside, I find myself at the top of a rather steep metal staircase. I ended up in a soil path down below, which led along the resident's outer wall and up to another door. The one connecting directly to the first floor's back corridor. Although the backyard was not my responsibility, I had hoped to find some clues regarding Kuro Mikazuki's movements out there. However, ignoring whatever the fudge Officer Genba and the superintendent were up to, there was unfortunately nothing of note to be seen. With the stairs being graded and the earth so dry and hard from the current heat wave, he obviously would not have left any footprints behind. And even if there are fingerprints on the guardrail, I will not be able to tell whether they are from this morning or older, so... maybe I should simply stick to looking for clues inside.
So there are stairs out there.
Why would there not be?
Because conventions are there to be broken, and a literal trapdoor with a sudden death drop would have been a lot more amusing.
Not for me!
What about dinosaurs? Any of those out there?
Only if you count Toronto Takamori's bearded vulture.
So a double whammy in terms of exterminated expectations. Inexcusable.
Why would you even? The pout is everything.
Actually, never mind.
I would fare better not to allocate my thoughts to this.
Did Angie finish Amori yet? Nope, we're playing Amori this weekend. It's not safe to climb a staircase alone. Not at your age where your legs can become weak. My legs are not weak. I can climb a staircase. I'm fine. Excuse you. Okay. But no, we're finishing Amori this Friday. Or not finishing. I don't know how much we have left. But we're gonna be doing more this Friday. I think we're getting closer to the end though. I don't know how long Mori is, but I think we're getting fairly close.
Based on how he keeps grimacing at the door, I guess he is legitimately upset now. What a very cute looking laundry bag! I would love to know where they got it and... Why, there's blood in it!
What's the matter, Raccoon?
There's a bloodstained cloth in there.
Indeed there is. Do you wish for me to examine it?
No, thank you. I think I can handle as much myself. I was just caught off guard by it.
Understandable. Your surprise, at least, not the lack of self-confidence. There was no need to throw in that you only think you can handle it. You simply can, period. I, for one, am fully convinced of that, which is why I'm not reminding you to take a deep breaths, exercise applied tension, go at your own pace, and mentally talk to the cloth, because I think that any of those techniques are necessary here. But because that seems like a good opportunity to practice their future routinization for more challenging DNA discoveries in the future. And for me to come across as the reliable and mature teacher type for once. Kya!
And you were this close to actually doing so.
Well, let us have a look at you then, Mrs. Cloth. And as he said, slowly, with deep breaths.
Oh?
This very much looks like Amber Harding's movie costume. Does it not?
Yes, the white garments of the lightly clad armor princess, Mayana, if I recall. Which could lead one to believe these stains to be more theatrical remnants of a very dramatic scene, but my olfactory senses tell me otherwise.
Let us see what the DPA has to say about it. There are two separate stains on Miss costume here. One on her bottom part, and the other on the top. So which one should I analyze first?
Let's do the top.
This is Koto Mikazuki's blood? How the fudge did it get on you? And when exactly? All the DPA can determine is that you soaked it up this morning. Although based on everything that we know, I guess I can narrow it down to a much more specific time frame. As for the reason why Amber Harding would neglect to make any mention of the victim's blood splattered on you, well, that is not particularly difficult to determine either. What I do utterly fail to work out, however, is why she would dump you in here so carelessly. You were placed right on top of the laundry, with the bloodstains immediately visible. There was no attempt made to conceal them at all, which, considering how hard Raptor Pack Productions has been trying to appear innocent, seems like an especially huge blunder.
Yeah. No, exactly. Which is why I also think Amber is not the culprit. There's a couple of things that I'm reasoning out why I don't think it's Amber. I have a couple of reasons. But, like, it feels like a red herring. It feels too obvious. There are so many things, especially since, like, I'm pretty sure she did add some evidence to the crime scene earlier. I'm not entirely sure, but I think she did. I need to go back again. But, yeah, I don't think it's her. I do think she's trying to help whoever did it. Yeah, well, like, they just confirmed that the blood here was Kuro's blood, not fake blood. This might be fake blood. We don't know that yet. This, though, is actually Kuro's blood. Our victim.
Was there an assumption that we would simply not investigate this room? No, I think they knew you would. The TNA is a perfect match with Amber Harding's, but I guess there's nothing too surprising about that, given that we may already have an explanation for it.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Well, seeing it on the actual sprite.
Sorry, I'm moving on. Reading, right, reading.
After all, we know that she was wearing you after all, we know that she was wearing you this morning when she carried Shinkujura to her room and accidentally broke the picture frame on the way there. And according to her, she went right back to collect the shards once she had tucked her friend into bed. Ergo, it stands to reason that after cutting her palm, some of the blood dropped onto you.
You don't have to move on. Too many of us are in the same place here.
So, yes, at least when it comes to this particular stain, there does not seem to be anything suspicious about it. My, these certainly are some curious results. So our indecent little Kuro-chan dared bleed on poor Harin-kun, eh? Or perhaps after getting his nose whacked by Hazuma-chan's door, he came here, grabbed the first best thing to wipe away the leakage, and then just left it in the laundry bag before moving through the door and down to the backyard to make his call. But the audio recording ended at 8:59 a.m., and he was seen in the backyard at 9:10 a.m., 5 minutes before Shinkojira collapsed. At that point, Amber Harding was still in costume, as she stated to have only changed out of it after having carried her friend upstairs. Aw, shucks. And here I thought I was being clever for once, but I guess that's why you're the CSI and I'm just the medical brute. In any case, while I am adamantly very much tempted to speculate myself, I think we should just refrain from wasting any more of what precious little time we have left on doing so.
Grandma, do you have dementia yet? No! I don't have dementia!
Oh, man. Hold on. Nope, not gonna cough. All right, I thought I was about to cough. Some of these voices, man. All right. Especially when simply asking Amber Harding might grant us a definitive answer. Boring, but fair. A new case file has been added. Gosh dang, I was certainly not prepared to stumble across this much DNA in here. Or any of it at all, for that matter. But at least my hunch about the laundry room turned out to be correct. Quite the discoveries we've made here, so good thing we came. I get the strong suspicion, however, that this is all of the vital importance this room has to offer. And while looking around some more can never hurt, there is the fact to consider that the golden hour is almost upon us now, so it might be best to just move on already.
No.
I cannot tell if it's because of the small amount of blood, if the doctor's tricks are working, or if I'm just imagining it, because I desperately want it to be true, but I do feel as though I had a much easier time examining the costume than the blood-stained glass, for instance. Whatever the reason, maybe the doctor is right, and I should have more confidence in myself, because I can do this. I cannot tell if it's... Nope, I already read that. Already read it. What's in here? So this is where they store their costumes and props. A lot of the weapons among them, but as well made as they are thankfully just fake. The mix of primitive and futuristic designs— whoop, I pressed the wrong button. Designs are very curious, though. Really makes me wonder how their movie plays out. If I were to venture a guess, I would say the wielders of those bows and spears will not stand a chance against a massive multi-barreled Rex 1000 rocket launcher. Then again, it may look cool, but also impractical, and unwieldy, so who knows? More importantly, though, there is nothing in here pertaining to the case, so...
Ah, costumes caught your curiosity. Well, how about it, Raccoon? Want to dress up for a little theatric fun?
We're on the job!
So, if we weren't, you would? Interesting.
That is not what I...
But I guess you're right. Besides, Harding-kun's alluring attire isn't even available.
I would not have wanted to dress up in hers of all costumes anyway!
No, I wasn't thinking of you.
I wanted to wear it myself! I want to see it, darn it! Anyways, moving on. As I was going to state before I got interrupted, time to move on. Drat! Now I cannot get that cursed image out of my head. That's gonna be in mine too. All right. My voice is leaving me. Oh no. All right, I think that's everything. Check.
Already? Well, you're the boss, so what's next?
First, I'll need to double check the new case files and ensure their accuracy, and then there is certainly no shortage of rooms that still bear interest and may yet hold further clues, particularly those of the other members of Raptor Pack Productions.
That's quite the workload. Do we even have enough time left to check them all?
No, not in an acceptably thorough manner at least. Which really bugs the heck out of me, but there's nothing we can do about it. We simply have to use the time we have left wisely and efficiently to make the most out of it. So I think the best course of action here would be to go in order of potential significance, meaning that we should start with Toronto Takamori's room. After all, that is where he was when the incident occurred, so unlike Amber Harding and Shikujura, he was very close proximity to what happened, and aside from Yonosuke Hazuma, is therefore the only other person who may have had a direct hand in it somehow. Okay. Alright, that was interesting. So guys, I have a new question for you. Which one are we going to next? Are we going to go for Genba? Or are we going to go for Hima? Nagito? So, let's go Nagito's haircut. Nagito's haircut? Wait. Which one would be... Are you saying Genba? By default, I'm going Genba, but I do not see... Blonde. Okay, alright, cool. I don't see Nagito's haircut. Alright, we'll go with K1 though. We'll go with K1. However, my throat is gonna die. I don't think I can go on. I don't think I can go on. I already said, like, earlier today that, like, my throat was a little bad. I wasn't sure how well I'd be able to voice act. And I feel like that's been showing a lot today if, like, the coughing fits weren't enough with it. So, I think I'm gonna have to stop. I would actually really like to keep going. I'm really interested. I kind of wanted to try and see if I could push through and finish chapter 4 today, but my voice is breaking down, so I don't think that's gonna work out, unfortunately. Anyways, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Tomorrow is a membership stream. We are going to be designing emotes together. It has been a little bit since we've done so. And then I will have us vote for what we want to do next. I also, kind of to pay tribute once again to Sam Neill, I also kind of want to do a watch along. I was thinking of Jurassic Park 3, since we kind of were going in order of the movies. I kind of thought, you know, Jurassic Park 3 might be a good one. I also thought about doing 1. I might
We might do a little poll a little later on it. But yeah, a little later this week, and I will announce it when we do it. I'm thinking that we'll do like a little surprise watch along kind of to honor Sam Neill. Because, well, you know, he was a really good actor, and rest in peace. Anyways, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Love you guys lots, and I do mean that. Take care of yourselves. You guys are special and precious, and I love all of you. And whether it's day or night, I hope you have a good one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, fish cakes. See you later.